Hey Heather, long time no see. How have you been?
Stella, what do you want?
Oh, come on. Am I not allowed to message you if I don't have business? You've been MIA for 5 years. I've been worried if you're even alive.
Don't worry, I'm doing just fine. So, what's up? If it's just to confirm that I'm alive, let's end the conversation here.
Hold on a sec. I reached out after so long, and you're giving me the cold shoulder? I'm your only sister, you know?
Sister? Who are you talking about? I thought we ended our relationship 5 years ago.
What?
I haven't forgotten that you snatched my fiancé. Stop mentioning that we're sisters.
Oh, wow. You're really persistent about that, huh? Still hung up on the past?
Maybe it's just the past for you, but I don't intend to forget and forgive.
You say I snatched him, but he was the one who made a move on me. It's not my fault at all.
Oh, please. You flirted around and seduced him. You guys exchanged numbers behind my back. The wedding date was already set, but he suddenly dumped me. When I pressed him for a reason, he said he switched to you. It was a huge shock. On top of it, I had to deal with the harsh reality of canceling the venue and explaining everything to people you know.
Speaking of which, you looked seriously depressed back then. I thought you might just disappear.
I really wanted to vanish at that time, but with encouragement from my family and friends, I somehow managed to pull through. You never apologized but called me a loser and mocked me. So, I don't want to see your face, and chatting with you makes me sick.
Come on, don't be so uptight. I messaged you today because I have some important news.
What?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, with Mark's baby?
Nope, it's not his. We broke up a long time ago.
Wait, not his? Then who's the father? When did you get married?
We're not married yet. Got pregnant first, so the order got mixed up. Planning to get hitched soon.
So the guy isn't someone I know, huh?
Actually, you're quite familiar with him.
Who?
I'm pregnant with your fiancé's baby.
My fiancé?
Yep, Terry's kid is inside me.
Terry?
Shocking, right? Haha, sorry. I've snagged your fiancé again. But it's not my fault, you know. This time, too, he made a move on me for real. You'll let this go, right?
Well, if you wanted a baby, then it's a good thing, I guess.
Wait, aren't you feeling bitter?
Nope, genuinely, congratulations.
Hold up. I'm pregnant with your fiancé's child. And you're congratulating me? Seriously?
Well, I don't feel bad at all. I'm not engaged to anyone, so...
Stop it. Why do you have to act so tough? He's your fiancé, right?
Nope, he's not. He's nobody to me.
Geez, Heather, you're really peculiar. Pretending to be nonchalant when you're probably seething with jealousy inside.
Well, I don't have a reason to be jealous. By the way, why did you break up with Mark? You went to such lengths to steal him from me. You seem so into him. I thought you'd be married to him by now.
I got bored and dumped him.
Oh dear.
I was planning to marry him at first, but I lost interest as the time went by. He was your boyfriend, so I was into the chase. Once he became mine, the passion faded away. We split after about a half year.
You're terrible. So you didn't actually like him? You just picked him because he was my fiancé.
Obviously. Stealing from you had its charm.
Then you'll probably get bored with Terry soon, too. You're with him just because he's supposedly my fiancé, right?
Since I'm having a baby, I'm not going to ditch him. I'm already 28, planning to settle down by marrying him.
Uh-huh.
I feel bad for you that I'm the only one getting happy. Being over 30, It was probably the last chance for you to get married. But I snagged him.
I've always wondered, why do you keep going after my boyfriends? Since we were teens, whenever I dated someone, you'd meddle in. It feels like you've taken away so many of my boyfriends. Why?
It's payback.
Payback?
Yes. When we were in middle school, you stole my first crush.
Me? I have no recollection of stealing anyone.
I asked my crush out back then and got rejected. He said he liked someone else. That someone was you.
What the? This is the first time I've heard about this.
You don't remember? It was Jordan in the same class as you.
Jordan? Oh, I vaguely remember a boy with that name. Back then, I was so focused on club activities, and boys weren't on my mind. I was just friends with him. I'm sure we weren't dating.
You're so annoying. That means he had a crush on you.
Who knew? If he'd liked me, I'd be flattered, but he never said anything to me.
Doesn't matter. Either way, you took away someone I liked. Eye for an eye.
I can't believe this. You're still hung up on something from our childhood and kept harassing me for it.
Anyway, you took my guy first. I'm just getting back to you. Plus, I'm younger and way cuter than you. I absolutely have to get married before you.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. But the father of your child isn't my fiancé for sure.
You're still going on about that? It's time to face reality. You lost to me. By the way, my wedding's in a week. You want to come?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I thought so. Going to the wedding of an ex-fiancé would be too rough, right?
Are you inviting Mom and Dad?
I wish, but I won't. Ever since I snatched Mark, they've been cold to me. Even when I told them about my pregnancy and getting married this time, they were like, do what you want, and left me hanging.
Well, that's to be expected, right? They went through so much trouble when the wedding got called off because of you.
But Terry's parents are thrilled about our marriage, so even if they don't come, it's fine.
Won't it look weird at the wedding without the bride's parents?
Nah, just make up some excuse like someone's sick or there's an emergency, and it'll be okay. Anyway, good luck with searching for a new partner again. Well, at your age, it must be tough to find someone. The probability of leading a miserable single life forever is much higher.
I don't really need to do that anymore. Oh well, I'm busy too, so catch you later.
Hi, Heather. Have you found yourself a new boyfriend yet? I've already found my happiness, so don't worry, I won't snatch your boyfriends anymore. Relax and keep searching for your match.
Listen, Stella, can you stop bothering me about this kind of irrelevant stuff? I'm busy, you know?
Come on, who are you kidding? It's Sunday, no work, so you're free, right?
I'm busy even at home.
Hey, don't you remember what today is? It's my wedding day.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it. Are you having a reception?
We're just having an intimate dinner with close family and friends. The ceremony was beautiful. It's a shame you couldn't make it. We had it in this cute chapel, and I wore a gorgeous wedding dress. I felt like a princess.
I'm glad it went well. I wish you all the happiness.
Are you seriously wishing me well?
Yep, I am.
Can't you be honest for once? I mean, I'm married to your ex-fiancé and having a baby with him. You must be kicking yourself over that, right?
I've said it before. He's not my ex-fiancé.
It's amusing you're still saying that.
Whatever. Is that all for today?
Nope. I found out the gender of the baby.
Uh-huh.
Don't you want to know?
I don't really care.
It's a boy!
Didn't ask, but okay.
When his parents found out it was a boy, they were ecstatic. They praised me, calling me the perfect daughter-in-law.
Getting praised for having a boy sounds like an outdated view nowadays, doesn't it?
Hey, can you not be nasty about it? They really adore me, you know. They thought Terry would never get married. They said, having such a beautiful daughter-in-law feels like a dream.
Oh, really?
You're pretty pitiful. Past 30 and still can't get married, can't have kids. That's like a loser's life.
I don't think happiness is solely about getting married and having children, you know? And you don't know anything about me. Don't go labeling me a loser.
Yeah, whatever. Enough of that sour grapes.
Listen, Stella, you seem to have it all wrong, so can I tell you the truth?
I said I'm done. Tired of hearing the losers lament. If you're so upset, why don't you find someone nice quickly? All right, I'm off to dinner now. I'll send you some photos from the wedding. Help me, Heather. Are you there?
Ugh, so noisy. Of course, it's you. What bragging are you up to this time? You've been silent since your wedding day. Didn't you say you were sending me wedding photos?
Not gonna brag, and I deleted all the photos. I want to forget about the wedding.
Why?
I've decided to divorce Terry.
What? Are you crazy? It's only been a month and you're already talking about divorce? Is it because you got bored with him as usual?
No, it's different this time. He's a problem, but his parents are even worse. I don't want to live with them in the same house.
Live with them?
There weren't any plans for that, but after the wedding, his parents completely changed. They said we should leave the apartment and move in with them since I'm their daughter-in-law now.
Oh, that sucks.
They were so sweet until we had the wedding. They never mentioned living together. So we rented an apartment and planned on enjoying our newlywed life. But Terry obeyed them and broke the lease of the apartment.
So now you're living with them?
Right.
But you're pregnant, so isn't it helpful to be with them? Terry's working and not at home, right? Having them around must be reassuring. You can have your mother-in-law take care of the housework.
No way! She says pregnancy isn't an illness and expects me to do all the chores. Even when my belly gets sore and I ask for a rest, she says pregnant women in her time used to work until the last moment before childbirth. I'm doing all the housework alone with this big belly. It's awful.
Wow, that sounds rough. His parents have some seriously outdated values, which is hard to believe in this day and age.
Did you know about it?
I mean, I was going out with him at one point, you know.
At one point? But you were engaged to him, right?
Never.
No way.
I've said it so many times. He wasn't my fiancé.
But you were definitely with him, right?
Yeah, but we broke up pretty quickly.
Broke up?
When I met his parents, I realized that they were old-fashioned, as you know. I saw Terry being under their thumb and I couldn't deal with it.
Seriously?
I was considering marriage at the time. Thank goodness I realized his true nature pretty early on. Even after we split, he and his parents couldn't seem to let go. They kept pestering me. It stopped only after I got a new boyfriend. I shiver to think what would have happened if I continued with him.
Oh God, why didn't you tell me this earlier? If he was that lame, I wouldn't have gone for him.
Oh, come on. We hadn't been in touch for a long time. When you messaged me after a while, you were already pregnant. It wasn't like I could just stop everything at that point.
What am I going to do? I absolutely don't want to live a life being bullied by in-laws.
Well, there's not much you can do. You were so desperate to snatch him away from me that you failed to see their true colors. It's all on you.
Oh God, I just remembered. Terry used to beam saying that you and I looked alike. Maybe he wanted to marry me because I resemble you?
That's highly possible. It's hard to say without asking him directly.
He was so fixated on you even after you broke up. I was just a replacement for you in his eyes. He doesn't truly love me. What a scumbag.
Hey, that applies to you too. You thought he was my fiancé and went after him. It goes both ways.
I'm leaving my in-laws and divorcing him. Can I stay at your place for a while? Even if I get a divorce, raising a child alone will be tough, you know. You need to help me.
Why should I help you?
Because you're single and have plenty of free time. Are you planning to be alone all your life? Living with a cute little nephew and a sister is obviously better.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I also have a child.
What?
Yes, I'm married and have a child.
You never told me. Who's your husband? Were you in a relationship with Terry?
I had broken up with him ages ago. I married a guy I met through work after that. We're a family of 3 now.
Oh my God. You didn't tell me about your marriage or having a child.
I tried to tell you the other day, but you didn't seem interested. Besides, I have no obligation to tell you.
We're family. Even Mom and Dad never said a word about it. I thought you were single all this time.
I asked them not to tell you about it.
Why?
You have a record of snatching away my fiancé. I didn't know what you'd do, so I kept my marriage and child a secret.
You're terrible. I've been going through so much pain. How could only you get to be happy?
Oh, please. You got married and are having a child, so you should be happy too, right?
Being controlled by in-laws? Yeah, right. We're sisters. Help me out. Even if it's just for a short time while my child is still young. Both Dad and Mom are cold to me, so I can't ask them for help. You're the only person I can rely on.
I'm sorry, but I'm fully occupied with my child. I can't take care of you. I mean, even if I had the capacity, I wouldn't help a trashy sister like you.
Ugh, what should I do then? Am I stuck with an unloving husband and bullying in-laws for the rest of my life?
Since you've chosen your partner, both of you should work together as a couple and do your best. Your in-laws are looking forward to having their grandchild, right? Oh, my kid just woke up from a nap. I have to go. Let's both do our best in parenting.
Wait, Heather. I apologize for everything I've done before. Please help me. Heather.
Stella asked Terry for a divorce, but he adamantly refused. Even the in-laws stated, after finally having a grandchild, we won't allow a divorce. So she continues to live with them, unable to escape. She had a healthy baby boy, but as expected, the in-laws have been interfering in childcare. I hear that she's on the brink of a nervous breakdown. I can't say I'm concerned about her, as it's her own doing. I only pray that her boy will grow up to be a decent man. As for me, I'm planning to return to work soon by sending my daughter to daycare. Although I've had a tough period due to Stella continuously stealing my boyfriends, it led me to meet a husband who genuinely loves me, and I'm blessed with an adorable daughter. Right now, I'm enjoying the happiest time of my life. My relationship with both my parents and my in-laws is excellent. I'd like to continue living my life, cherishing my family,
Mia is there?
Yeah, she's watching YouTube.
I took her to the kids' play area in the shopping mall.
She realized
Your mom looks amazing without makeup. She always wears so much makeup, I can't imagine.
Later, my husband was arrested and sentenced for kidnapping and attempted murder and subsequently received a prison sentence. Nina was sentenced to 7 years in prison. She seemed to have lost her mind. The lawyer said she was mumbling something all the time. This is also what I heard from the lawyer who attended the divorce proceedings. My husband suffered heat stroke in the prison and bruised his head. He was left with permanent injuries and his concentration was impaired. Even if he is released, I don't know if he will be able to lead a decent life. I have not told my daughter about this incident. I know that one day she will wonder why her father suddenly disappeared, and there will come a time when I will have to tell her the truth. But for now, I don't want to ruin this girl's smile. I want my daughter to be happy today. We will live our life to the best.
Matthew, I have a favor to ask you. Sure, what is it? Next month's wedding, can you not come? What? Next month's wedding? Wait, you mean our wedding? Well, that was the plan at first. I don't understand. Are you asking me to cancel the wedding? No, the wedding will happen as planned. We just want you to be absent. I still don't get it. Is this a prank or something? I'm the groom. How can you hold a wedding without the groom? I am serious. Please, do not attend the wedding. Wait, are you seriously asking me to be absent? Me, the groom? Yes, I'm sorry, it's so sudden. I still don't get it. Why? Why should I not attend? The wedding is happening in a few months. Please explain what's going on. You are right. I don't know where to start. Well, a few days ago, Millie said she wasn't feeling well. I took her to our family doctor. Then, we found out that she was pregnant. What? She's pregnant? That's great news. Why didn't she tell me? I guess she didn't want to tell you. But why? The thing is, my daughter is pregnant with another man's child. What? He's been a family friend for a long time. His name is Aaron. He is Millie's childhood best friend. My daughter is pregnant with his child. What does that mean? Are you saying that Millie was having an affair with him? Don't say such a terrible thing like an affair. They were going together in high school, but Aaron went off to college in LA. So they broke up at the same time they graduated high school. About a year ago, Aaron came back here. I think that's the time they started seeing each other again. What? That exactly means she was having an affair. I guess Millie couldn't forget him. After all, he was her first love. Aaron is a very handsome guy too, you know. So it's quite natural for her to fall in love again. But Millie has a fiancé. I can't believe she cheated on me and even got pregnant. Millie wants to have a wedding with Aaron, not you. He's Millie's first love, her first boyfriend, and the father of her child. As a mother, I want to make my daughter happy. Aaron is the father of my first grandchild, so I want her to have a wedding with him too. Isn't it like a dream to have a wedding with your first love? I'm really happy for her. So, will you give up the wedding? Are you serious? Yes, please. I'm begging you. I'm still processing what you just said. So, you are saying, because Millie is having a baby with her childhood best friend, she wants to break off the engagement with me and marry that guy? No, she's still getting married to you. What? But Millie wants to do the wedding with that guy, right? She wants to have the wedding with Aaron. But she doesn't want to break off the engagement. What? Why? Actually, Aaron is unemployed. So, that's not my problem. I know. The reason why he came back here is because he quit his job. I heard that he is trying hard to find a job, but he can't seem to find a new job. To be honest, I'm worried about his financial situation. The wedding will be nice, but I don't think he can be a good husband for now. I'm getting more confused. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Millie wants to raise the child with Aaron. She said she wants to live in a new house with Aaron too. What? Seriously? A new house that we just bought? Yes. She wants to live in the house with her cheating boyfriend and his child? Yes, so I want you to continue to live in your current apartment. Please, Matthew. It's all for Millie. What? Are you serious? Am I going to lose not only the wedding but also the new house? I'm the one who paid for the wedding and the house. This is ridiculous. Well, I think that's your responsibility as a husband. You work for a big company and earn a lot, right? If you love my daughter, you should give her a new house. What? Are you seriously saying that? Why don't you think of it as a gift for her? Well, now you know everything. Give up the wedding and the new house for my daughter, her baby, and the father of the baby. On the paper, you can marry my daughter. This is so messed up. Do I have to pay for my wedding that I won't be attending? I need to give up the house that I just bought? What did I do to be treated like this? Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything. What do you mean? You can still be Millie's legal husband. I know your parents were worried for you that you were single for a long time. It will make your parents happy too. No, I don't think so. Oh, one more thing. You have to pay for their living expenses. Pay for what? You heard me. Legally, you will be Millie's husband. You should take care of all the child expenses. As a husband, you should support my daughter and grandchildren, okay? Are you out of your mind? Are you drunk or something? I can't believe what you're saying to me. Of course I'm serious. I mean, I'm not saying anything crazy, am I? I'm simply trying to fulfill my daughter's wishes. You just can't attend the wedding, but you can be her husband. This is nuts. Please, let me talk to Millie. I just don't understand what the hell is going on right now. It's just messed up and selfish on a different level. Okay, but I don't think you can change her mind. Hey, Millie. Your mom messaged me crazy things. Oh, about that? I thought I should tell you, but I guess she already told you everything? So it's true that you're pregnant? And the father is your childhood best friend, and you want to have a wedding with him? Yeah, I didn't expect to get pregnant, but I wanted to have a baby as soon as possible. I think I was lucky. Are you serious? I mean, it's not like I cheated on you. Aaron is the love of my life. We are not married yet, so what's the big deal about it? I can't believe you. Aaron is coming with me for the next wedding meeting. You don't have to come, okay? I can't wait to see Aaron in his tuxedo. Aaron is tall and handsome, so I think he'll look really good in a tuxedo. Are you hearing yourself? Don't you realize how crazy you are? What? You have a fiancé, but you're having a wedding with your childhood best friend. And you are saying you want to live with him because he's the father of your child? You don't think it's crazy at all? Aw, are you jealous? I know. You were so excited about the wedding. Jealous? No. What I am feeling right now is only anger. If you were a normal person, you would not have an affair. I didn't know you were so excited about the wedding. I thought guys were not into these things. To be honest, Aaron is better looking than you. And I think he looks better in the picture. I think our picture will go viral because we are such a perfect couple. Seriously, I prefer Aaron for the groom.
You are messed up.
You know what? I'm pregnant now. Why can't you support me and be happy?
What?
Whoever the father is, you will be my legal husband, so it's fine, right? Even about the new house, it's all for the baby. Don't you think it's natural that the real father should take care of the baby? All you have to do is support us while living alone comfortably. What's wrong with that?
Everything is wrong.
Oh, one more thing. My dad said once we're officially married, he wants you to help out more with our business.
What?
You've been helping my parents with the family business after work and on your days off. If you get married to me, you'll be officially part of my family. Dad said now he's more comfortable asking you to do the work.
What the hell is that? What kind of audacity does your family have? I had no choice but to help him because I wanted to give a good impression. I haven't had a real day off because he keeps asking me to help with his job every weekend. I think I'm already doing the same job as a full-time employee in his company. I can't do more than what I am doing right now.
But one of his employees left the other day. They can't run the business without you.
That's not my problem. Why don't they just hire a new employee?
If we hire a regular employee, we have to pay him a salary, right?
Of course.
But if you help us, he can get free help and save money.
What the hell? What kind of logic is that? I made the manuals and IT systems, and I helped the company become much more efficient. But your dad keeps telling me it's useless. If he wants me to do more work, he should pay me a fair salary.
But you will be part of the family now. Oh my God, you are so greedy. What's wrong with you?
Me? Greedy? Then why don't you help him?
I can't do that. I don't know anything about my dad's work. I'm pregnant too.
Then why don't you get your childhood best friend to help you? If he's looking for a job right now, that's perfect.
Aaron can't do that kind of job. He doesn't seem to be good with computers. Dad says he can't trust him and he prefers you.
That's none of my business now.
Seriously? You have no heart.
Look who's talking.
I'll do my best with housework and childcare, so it's only natural that you should work hard. For me, the baby, and Aaron.
I feel nauseous just talking to you. I don't care anymore. Do whatever you want. From now on, I'll do whatever I want to.
Really? Well, I'm glad you agreed to it.
I can't believe how dumb you are. Whatever. I'll sort things out for now.
Matthew, what's going on? Hey, please pick up the phone.
What's wrong?
We are in big trouble. Today, Millie and Aaron went to the wedding hall for a meeting. They said the wedding was canceled. This is crazy. Do you know anything about this? What the hell is going on? I hope it's just a mistake. Millie was so shocked that she came home and cried all the time. Did you do this?
Yes.
Oh my God! Why? Why did you cancel it?
Let me ask you this. Why do you think I wouldn't cancel it?
Like, is there a problem? Of course there's a problem. Millie was looking forward to wearing her dream wedding dress. It's too cruel to cancel without asking her. Well, I'm not part of the wedding, right? I have no obligation to pay for someone else's wedding. I paid for it, so I have the right to cancel. Oh, Jesus Christ. You sound like a villain. It was Millie's wedding too. But I paid for everything. Because that's your responsibility. At first, we were planning to split it 50-50 between both families. But Millie said her parents' house was being remodeled, and they don't have much money to spare. So I agreed to pay for everything, right? Well, you have plenty of savings. I know it's not a big deal for you. Anyway, I won't let someone else's wedding be held with my money. If they want to have a wedding, they should pay for it on their own. You wasted everything. She put so much time and effort into planning the wedding. Oh, also, I've sold my new house. What? A new house? Where Millie and her child are going to live? Well, originally, Millie and I were going to live there. Luckily, it was sold quickly. I know a good realtor who is a good friend of mine. It was new and in a good location, so it sold immediately. What the hell is wrong with you? Well, I don't need it anymore. Didn't she tell you that the house was under my name? I don't need a house I don't live in. Oh my God! What have you done? Oh, there is one more thing I want to tell you. What? What's more? Do you know that I've been helping your husband's business? I'm not going to do that from today. I deleted all the documents and everything I made. What? Like manuals and important documents that he asked me to make. I've erased everything, so good luck with that. What? Why did you do that? Why? Well, I wasn't formally employed with this company, you know. So what's wrong with deleting it? No, you can't. What if my husband can't do his job anymore? Don't you think that's not an ideal business model? I'm just an outsider, and I just helped a little. I did so much for him, and he never appreciated or paid me anything. Don't you think it's ridiculous? Please, put everything back now. If he couldn't do his job, everyone would be in trouble. Who's everyone? Everyone who works for us. Then don't worry about it. They're all quitting tomorrow. I don't think anyone will be in trouble. What? Quit? Oh, so you didn't know. All of the employees have been putting up with it for a long time, you know? To be honest, the work style at your company is quite unconventional. What do you mean? There are only a few employees, so each of them has a lot of work, and it's hard work. Overtime until late at night is normal, and they don't get paid for it. Even so, the wages are low. On top of that, they make outsiders like me work without pay. But the fact that people are still working here without quitting means they love their job at our company somehow. Oh, I don't think so. I told them how much they would get paid at another company for the same workload. Similar to my day job in terms of work schedule and salary. I also introduced them to companies where I know people. Everyone was on edge, and some were experiencing mental health issues. When I shared this information with them, they all thanked me. All of them are going to submit their resignations tomorrow. No. What the hell? They can't do that. They should give us at least 2 weeks' notice before their resignation date. Oh, that's not a concern. I heard they plan to use their accrued leave. Everyone has plenty of unused vacation days remaining. Does that mean no one will be here tomorrow? That's right. Wait a minute. We can't work without any employees. Good luck. Oh my God, what should we do now? I don't know. Also, I reported it to the IRS. The IRS? Your husband's company isn't filing taxes correctly. What? He knows it's being done wrong. I called the IRS about it yesterday. I'm sure there will be an investigation soon. Oh my goodness! If the IRS investigates us, it will ruin our company. Oh, so you knew what was going on? Good luck explaining it to the IRS. I mean, aren't other companies doing the same thing? No, they comply with tax regulations and pay their dues. Oh no, I'm at a loss. My family's company has been around since my grandfather's time. How can I explain if we jeopardize its legacy? Oh well, you don't need to worry about that. Why? I've already explained the situation to all the relatives, both mine and yours. What? I have already informed the attendees about the cancellation of the wedding. I visited the relatives directly at their houses and explained the situation in detail. I also handed out printed copies of the messages from you and Millie. Everyone was shocked. Oh no! They all were disappointed when I told them that the wedding was canceled. But they understood me after I explained the situation. They all said that it was only natural for me to break off the engagement. What? Break off the engagement? You mean you don't want to marry Millie anymore? Of course. Why would I want to marry that psychopath? Well, I think it was a good thing that I found out about her true colors before I got married. It's scary to think of my life with her if I didn't know anything about her and her crazy family. Don't you think Millie wants this too? She can finally enjoy her life with the love of her life and kid. You are the psychopath! Millie is pregnant and you want to leave her? How could you even consider that? And you're trying to destroy our family business like this? You are heartless. What if my husband gets arrested because of this? So, don't you think it's karma? No, you ruined everything. Your daughter cheated on me and got pregnant by another man. Now she wants to marry him and live in a new house with us. Millie and all of you have used me in every situation. You're all selfish. You can all go to hell. What do you mean? We treated you like a real family. Oh, really? You asked me not to attend the wedding, so your daughter could have a wedding with another man. But you asked me to be the legal husband of Millie. For what? For me to take the responsibility to provide for her? On top of that, you want me to work for free at your husband's company? Is that how you treat your family? You are misunderstanding, Matthew. We love you and care about you. You and Millie have been dating for a long time, and I know you truly loved her. So I thought if you loved her so much, you would support her no matter what. Whoever the father was, you would support the child because you love her. Talking to you is pointless. It disgusts me to stay connected with a family like yours. Please do not contact me ever again. Please, Matthew, don't say that. Don't leave my daughter. Why do you keep depending on me? I'm not your daughter's fiancé anymore. Please, we are sorry. Oh, one last thing. I'll say this for the child's sake. Aaron is a married man. What? He's unemployed, so his wife has been supporting him for a long time. He betrayed his wife and got Millie pregnant. Well, I think they are perfect for each other. What? Really? Well, I guess that's that. Goodbye. Millie, upon discovering Aaron was married, desperately tried to reconcile with me. Naturally, I refused. I demanded 50% of the cancellation fee through my lawyer. Millie, having no savings, had to ask her father to cover it for her. I wonder if she'll ever be able to repay him. Aaron's wife found out about his affair with Millie, leading to their divorce. Aaron tried to get serious with Millie, but she lost all trust once she learned he was married. As for Millie's father, he was forced to pay years of undeclared taxes. Naturally, his company went bankrupt. He sought help from relatives, but no one came to his aid. Ultimately, they lost their family land and home. And now, the three of them live in a cramped apartment together. I think they got what they deserved. But Millie's child is innocent. I hope the kid turns out better than his parents. As for me, I focused on my career after all the chaos. Recently, I was promoted to department head. I was devastated by Millie's betrayal. But in hindsight, I'm grateful I saw her true colors early on. Now I focus on my work and self-care to heal. In time, I hope to find someone to share my life with. Hey, Molly, when are you planning to come back? The chores are piling up without you here. Your mom's been unwell and just stays in bed all day. Can you come back soon and help clean up the house? Sorry for the trouble, Elena. I won't be able to come back for a while as I'm abroad for work. Geez, you're still overseas? Must be nice to travel when it's not even summer vacation time. Instead of leaving your family behind and gallivanting around, why don't you come back home already? I've already explained this several times. I'm not on vacation. I'm on a business trip. It's work, so it's not like I can make up my own schedule. Don't lie to me. I heard from Flynn that you're only a high school grad. Yeah, that's true. I doubt that someone at the bottom of the academic ladder like you is going on an overseas business trip. The bottom? Flynn's successful and graduated from a top-notch university. I wonder why there's a huge difference, even though you guys are siblings. Yeah, he always aced school. I was more towards the lower end. But grades aren't everything, you know. I don't care what you think of me. There are many people, whether high school grads or not, excelling in society. It's not fair to judge solely based on education. You're so naive. No matter what you say, those with higher education get preferential treatment in society. They get better salaries too. You should at least have a college degree. I see. You also have a degree, right? But you've never worked and have been a homemaker. So I question if education is really that necessary. How dare you? Are you trying to belittle homemakers? It's a respectable job, you know. That's definitely not my intention. I'm just saying it's wrong to look down on people based on education. Huh! Acting all high and mighty just because you have a job with only a high school diploma? Anyway, we're doing you a favor by letting you stay here. So it'd be nice if you could at least help with cleaning the house. Vacuuming is a pain, especially with so many rooms. That's my family home, so I'm not exactly freeloading there. You and Flynn moved in later, remember? Isn't it normal for the eldest son and his wife to live in the family home? Technically, as a single daughter, you should have moved out. Why should I have to leave my own house? Your house? Living here like a parasite and having the nerve to talk back? No, I work and contribute financially, so I'm not a parasite. Ugh, you're so irritating. It's parasitic to be single and still live at home. Whatever. Whether it's work or whatever, just wrap it up and hurry back. You've missed out on chores, so you'll have to do a lot when you get back.
Hey, I heard from Elena. You've been dissing her, right?
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Quit playing dumb. She just called me all mad. You acted condescendingly for someone with a low education, saying stuff like housewives are useless to society and college degrees are pointless. It sounded like you belittled her big time.
No way. I didn't say any of that. She's twisting my words significantly. I mean, she's the one who's been disrespecting me from the start.
It's so troublesome when she gets upset, you know. I end up taking the heat because of you. Please, stop picking fights with her.
I don't remember doing such a thing.
By the way, you'll be back by tomorrow, right?
Huh? What's wrong with you two? I'm on a business trip, so there's no way.
Quit lying. You're just pretending to be on a business trip while having a good time.
That's not true.
Elena's been struggling to take care of Mom and doing household chores all alone. Just come back already.
I explained this to her earlier, but I can't come back home for a while. She's a homemaker and not working, so she should be able to handle the house, right? Besides, Mom's just a little disabled, but can manage most things herself. She's not that dependent.
Are you trying to rebel against me?
What the?
I'm the eldest son, you know.
You've always been obsessed with that. Seriously? Why are you clinging to outdated values? Being the eldest doesn't make you superior nowadays. Mom and Dad never gave you special treatment, right?
Compared to you, with your low education and no marriage, I'm definitely the superior one. Just be grateful you get to live in this house.
Jeez, you've been saying the same things as Elena. What's wrong with living in my family home? You guys rolled in there later, remember? Plus, when you guys got married, you were dead set against living with our parents. You said Elena wouldn't like it, and yet you just suddenly moved in without any heads up. You know, it was such a hassle getting everything ready for you guys.
There's no point in talking about that now. Our old apartment was falling apart from age, and the owner forced us to move out.
Then you could have easily found a new place. Elena didn't want to live together, right?
Things happened suddenly, and I had no choice but to come back here.
Uh-huh. I didn't know an eviction notice would come out so abruptly.
That was quite a surprise for me too.
Anyway, living with us was just until you found another place, right? So why are you acting like you're in charge?
That's because I'm the eldest son. Now that Dad's gone, it's me who's supposed to inherit this house.
Inherit? But you made a promise and can't stay there forever, you know?
Ha! Like I'm gonna listen to you. I got the chance to live here again. Why would I go through the hassle of renting a cramped apartment now? This house is gonna be mine.
Yeah, right. It's not going to be yours. You have to leave just as you agreed upon.
Stop making a fuss. If you're adamant about not coming back soon, I'll just kick you out forcibly.
What do you mean?
That's a surprise for after you're kicked out.
Hold on. What are you planning to do?
I'm planning some harsh punishment for my arrogant sister. Remember that.
Hi, Molly. You're still abroad, right? Yeah, I should be back in about a week. I hate to ask, but can you take care of things at home a little longer? You know what? You don't need to come back. But you were asking me to hurry back the other day. What's going on? I have big news. Ready? I threw away all your stuff. Excuse me? You lie about being on a business trip and push housework on me. You're nothing but a nuisance. So after talking to Flynn, we decided to kick you out. You won't have a place or belongings when you come back. Find somewhere else to live when you return. Wait, did you just enter my room without permission? Of course! Why wouldn't I? Since Flynn is the head of this house, I, as his wife, have every right to enter rooms. He's not the head. Besides, I locked my room. We broke that. We got rid of everything. The bed, dresser, even everything in the closet. Oh. It's a shame, by the way. About what? Being a high school grad means being poor, huh? I thought about selling stuff to a recycling place if it looked promising. But all your furniture was in shambles, and your clothes were cheap and worn out. Not a single branded item. Everything looked like trash, so I threw it all away. Unbelievable. You tried to sell off my personal belongings. But thank you, Elena. Huh? I didn't even need to ask, and you just did it for me. If I knew, I wouldn't have locked the door. It must have been a hassle breaking it. What are you saying? Now I don't have to come back. Great. What do you mean? You mentioned my belongings were like trash, but they actually were. Everything left in my room was planned to be thrown away later. So, nothing was necessary? Right. I've already moved everything else to a storage unit. For what? Because I'm moving. You're moving? Yeah, but then I suddenly got a business trip, so I was contemplating when to clean up the room. There's still some procedures left and Mom to consider, so I have to return at some point. But because you threw everything away, I won't have to rush back. Thanks a lot. What the heck? You made me do extra work. You were planning to move? Why didn't you say it earlier? Wait, I've mentioned it several times before. You guys are prepared too, right? Why would we? I've explained before that you can only live there for a limited time. Didn't you listen? Hold on. What do you mean? That house is a rental, and the lease is ending soon. A rental? Didn't you know? It's a rented property. I thought your parents bought it. But since you've lived here for so long, you could just renew the lease, right? Nope, it's not possible. There's a new tenant lined up. We need to clear out everything in the house before the move-out date. Wait, don't just rush things. This house was rented by your late father, right? You don't have the right to terminate the lease. Since he passed away, I've transferred the lease under my name. I'm the current leaseholder. So we won't be able to live there soon. You guys need to start preparing to move. Oh my God. What about your mom? Will she leave too? Of course. She's aware and has been packing her stuff in her room. Come to think of it, her room seems to be getting quite organized lately. It's just you and Flynn taking it easy. Please make sure to sort out your stuff before the move-out date. Hold on. This is all too sudden. I can't keep up. I did mention before that we couldn't stay there for long. But I didn't know we'd really have to move out. Hey, is it possible to cancel the termination? Nope. Oh, darn it. Well then, I gotta go back to work now.
Molly, are you serious about not renewing the lease?
Oh, you already heard from Elena, huh?
What have you done without consulting me?
The decision was made before you moved in. Besides, the lease is under my name, so I have the right to handle the procedures.
Darn it. What was Dad thinking? Disregarding me and making you the leaseholder?
When he passed away, you were living elsewhere, so obviously it came to me. I did mention the lease was ending soon, and we could only reside for a little while when you guys moved in.
You didn't say you were canceling the lease.
I didn't think it was necessary. You said yourself that you'd only stay for a month at most and leave once you found a new place.
I never imagined you'd proceed with the termination. It's our family home, and I intend to keep living here.
I'm speechless. But the next tenant is already set. You guys need to move out soon.
Hold on. Where are you going after you move out?
I've signed a lease for a new apartment.
And what about Mom? Are you planning to abandon her?
Of course not. I found an accessible apartment near my workplace, so we're moving there.
I see. Then we'll move in with you guys.
What? Find your own place.
Unfortunately, that's not possible.
Why not?
We don't have the money.
What the heck?
Actually, the reason we were asked to vacate the previous apartment wasn't due to the building's aging. We couldn't afford the rent.
Well, I suspected something fishy. Your apartment looked quite nice, and the aging excuse sounded shady. But you have a good job at a big company and are earning a good income. How could you fail to pay the rent?
I kinda got stuck in a situation. The rent was just too high for me to afford.
Then why didn't you find a more affordable place from the start? There were plenty of options like moving to a cheaper place, right?
Elena thought that marrying me, a top university graduate, working for a big company would mean living a high life in a luxury apartment. I couldn't betray her expectations right after our marriage.
Ah, I see. You were trying to show the bright side to your wife and ended up pushing beyond your means.
But even though it's a big company, I'm still just a regular employee, so I don't get that much salary. Honestly, the bosses have no clue, not giving enough recognition to someone as talented as me.
Oh, really?
Even in such a situation, Elena keeps asking for new handbags, wanting to travel and stuff. Now, my savings are totally gone. I've maxed out my credit cards and am in debt too.
Wow, you're in debt?
She used my card to shop like crazy. Well, I did buy some things too, like watches and shoes.
Sounds like both of you are quite into showing off.
So, if you're moving, we'll move in with you. I'll start packing right away. Just tell me where the new place is.
No way.
Why not?
It's the apartment rented for Mom and me. It'll be cramped with you guys around.
Come on, deal with it. You're so cocky for someone with a low education. Well, you got lucky and promoted by chance. I know you're getting more salary than me. We're family, so you should help out your struggling brother and his wife.
No, it's your own fault for slacking off due to your pride in your education.
How dare you say that?
Sure, you went to a good university and landed a great job. But then, you just slacked off and didn't take work seriously, right? Even if you graduate from a top university, you won't get recognized without showing results. It's obvious that you can't get promoted or a raise, isn't it? I may only have a diploma, but I worked hard and even got qualifications. I'm entrusted to go on overseas business trips now. You belittled me and tried to kick me out of the house before, but now you want to rely on me just because we're family?
Then lend me money.
What?
I'll rent an apartment. Give me the money for moving.
Why do I have to do that?
There's no one else I can rely on, so you'll have to help me. Dad's gone, and Mom's only income is her pension. You're single and financially stable. You can easily manage such a small amount as to rent an apartment, right?
Why not ask Elena to work then?
Don't be ridiculous. She's never worked since graduating from college.
Even if she can't find a full-time job, she could work part-time, right?
As if I could tell her to go and work now. That's embarrassing.
You're still putting on airs at a time like this? Your debt is because of her selfishness. Of course she has to work.
Please, I'll apologize for everything we've done so far. Just help us out. Let us stay in your apartment for a little while, okay?
I'm tired of hearing that request.
We'll leave as soon as we find a new place.
I'm tired of hearing that too.
Molly, please.
Figure something out on your own.
Wait. Molly, don't abandon us.
Flynn and Elena had no money to rent even a rundown apartment and ended up pleading to stay with her family. However, due to her selfish nature, she had a history of not getting along with her parents. They were soon kicked out of the house and ended up sleeping in the park. To make ends meet, she finally started working, but having only been a housewife, she struggled to adapt to a work environment. She constantly upset her bosses and was never able to keep a job. They're still repaying debts and living a financially strained life on just Flynn's salary now. Meanwhile, I moved into a new apartment near my workplace with my mom, enjoying a peaceful life. Work has been going well, and I'm about to be promoted to department manager. Perhaps being free from the stress of Flynn and Elena, my mother's health has improved lately. She's helping me out a lot with housework. Now that I've saved up some money, I plan to take her on an overseas trip rather than going on a business trip. Thanks to you guys, my dress is ruined. I'm definitely gonna make you pay for the dry cleaning. Also, I'm billing you for the travel expenses and hotel fees for dragging me out to this countryside. I cleared my schedule just to come to this stupid funeral. What's wrong with you people? Kicking me out? Seriously? Is it the time to worry about your dress? It's so insane that I can't even believe what happened. It was my dad's funeral today, you know? So what? Coming to a funeral in pure white dress with a tiara? What's going on in your head? And then laughing at us mourning for him? Seriously? Of course you get kicked out. What's wrong with laughing when I'm happy, huh? You're all secretly glad about getting your late father's insurance money, aren't you? You all look like fools pretending to cry. It's time to celebrate now that he's gone. You've got to be kidding me. It was wrong of me to invite you to the funeral just because you were my husband's sister. Please, don't ever get involved with us again. What? Oh, is this some resentment? Excuse me? You're jealous of my beauty because you're plain and unattractive, right? It's a miracle that you could marry my hot brother with your bottom-tier looks. It's not just you. Your whole family is plain and mundane. Even your late father was bottom-tier in looks. Having a glamorous beauty like me at the funeral must have been an honor for your dull and unattractive family. Among the group of gloomy attire, there was a beautiful me in a pure white dress. I think even your late father must have been pleased. He was someone who revered old customs and traditions. He would never be pleased about that. All the relatives were furious with you. We all wanted to peacefully and respectfully send him off. Wait, how old are you? Huh? How's that relevant? Just tell me. 28. 28? What's so funny about that? At that age, Not grasping basic societal norms and being embarrassingly jealous? That's so lame. What the heck are you talking about? You're turning 30 this year, right? At your age, you turned up at a funeral dressed like it was a party and burst out laughing. You're the height of rudeness, don't you think? Don't you dare talk back to me, you orc! Listen carefully. It's a miracle that a dull and mundane family like yours got connected with our glamorous clan. The fact that someone like you was chosen by the handsome and highly educated Kai is truly a mystery. Well, it'll probably end in divorce soon. It was just a moment of confusion. Nope, we won't. He was actually appalled by your attire and behavior. He was the one apologizing to all our relatives for your extreme lack of manners on your behalf. Please don't include him in the same insensitive category as you. You will get divorced. No matter what he says, I'll end your marriage. You ordinary people should only serve as compliments to me and live as money-providing slaves. First things first, I'll bill you for my travel expenses and dry cleaning. Also, I'll add compensation for the insult you've directed toward me. Altogether, let's say 20,000. Huh? As the eldest daughter, you're inheriting your late father's estate, right? You should easily afford that much. I decline. Although I'll indeed inherit the estate, it's not like I can access it immediately. Even if I could, I wouldn't waste it on something as trivial as this. Trivial? If you think I'm trivial, what about the lives of you plain-looking people? Less than trash? Oh, wow. Digging your own grave there, huh? You're making no sense. Anyway, you mentioned dry cleaning. But you fell on your own in front of the funeral hall and splashed mud, right? Because you were wearing ridiculously high heels. It's your own fault. Are you jealous of my fabulous high heels? Your dull family even wears dull shoes, you know? That's why I can't stand plain Jane like you. It's about understanding the occasion, you know? Fine. Bark all you want for now. You'll be dumped by Kai soon. The day will come when you cry and apologize for mocking me. That's never gonna happen. Where does your confidence come from? It's just the natural order of things. Plain and ordinary families like yours are destined to be servants to glamorous families. I doubt such destiny exists. Oh, it does. I've never been wrong about anything. Sure. What if you're wrong? Then I'll beg your forgiveness on my knees. You won't take that statement back, will you? Why would I need to take it back? You'll regret this. I'll definitely get back at you. Yeah, right. You're the one who's going to regret it. You'll be sorry for crossing me, you dum-dum.
Are you free now?
Oh, Kai. Yeah, I have time. How's everything on your end?
Not really going well. I just wanted to let you know I can't come back yet.
Elodie's stubborn, huh? Well, considering her attitude at the funeral, I guess it's not surprising.
Your relatives are still mad, right? I'm really sorry for putting you through all this.
No, Kai, it's not your fault. They're still pretty upset, which is understandable. I told them that you rushed to your family's place to voice our protest. They're saying you're the only reasonable one among that airheaded family.
I see. But it seems impossible to get Elodie to apologize directly. Even my parents are siding with her.
No way. I didn't think your parents were that unreasonable. I only met them a few times, but I didn't get that impression.
You know, we aren't blood-related siblings, right? She's my stepdad's daughter. He's always doted on her and never scolded her. Mom can't stand up to him. He's saying that attending the funeral alone was already commendable in the first place. So, criticizing the attire is incredibly narrow-minded. Apart from me, everyone else is defending her.
That's rough. She did come for the funeral from far away, but it wasn't like she was forced. Just attending makes it respectable? That's not what funerals are about, right?
Yeah, that's right. She apparently came not to pay respect to your dad, but just to try on the dress.
That pure white dress?
Yeah, I can't forgive her for ruining the funeral with such an intention. I told her to apologize to the family and the deceased. Then, she started saying absurd things like she'll think about it if I get divorced or pay compensation.
She wants to break us up. She thinks that my unattractive family doesn't match up to someone as handsome as you. She said we should become servants to her after the divorce.
Geez, that's so nasty.
If we don't divorce, she said she'll beg for forgiveness on her knees.
Well then, she's definitely doing that. I'm not divorcing you, that's for sure.
I'm not worried about that. By the way, I'm curious about her dress.
What about it?
This is just my guess, but... Hey there, Plain Jane! Get over to this location right now. LOD? This is... Is it the wedding hall? Exactly! It's my wedding day! Your wedding? That's pretty sudden, isn't it? Yeah, but you can make it, right? I bet you ordinary folks have nothing better to do. I'm gathered with relatives to remember my dad. Oh, that's perfect! Bring all your unattractive people to my wedding. The more of them there are, the more the beautiful bride and groom stand out. But we can't make it. Everyone's saying it's too sudden. What's so funny? Once you hear this, you'll want to come. Kai isn't there, right? Right. He couldn't make it due to some unavoidable work matters. What about it? That's a lie. What? He's coming to my wedding as the groom. Groom? But aren't you guys siblings? That's absurd. We aren't blood related, so we can get married. A gorgeous couple is born. I'm more suitable for him than a plain Jane like you. But he wouldn't agree to something like that. There must be some mistake. You idiot! He obviously agrees with me. He was fooled by you, so I snapped him out of it. Then, he fell in love with me this time. What a sinful woman I am. Firstly, he's my husband. He can't just marry someone else. He's going to divorce you. From now on, you'll be my servant in my house. No, that's not true. You'll soon be dumped. And the day is coming when you cry and apologize for mocking me. Remember when I said that? See? It's happening! I can't believe this. Are you too shocked to accept it? But once you see the wedding, you'll have to, right? I'm inviting all you ordinary people, so come right away! Okay, got it. There are 10 of us here, and we'll head over there now. You're surprisingly cooperative now. It's good to gracefully accept defeat, you know. When you get here, kneel and apologize to me. And then, pay me 20,000. No, 50,000, including the overdue charges. If what you say is true and Kai leaves me, then I'll do that. But if you're wrong, then you'll kneel and pay me, right? Of course! I'll kneel or do whatever. Well, that's absolutely never gonna happen, though. What the heck is going on? Kai won't marry me. And what the heck were you guys wearing? It's mourning clothes. I know! I'm asking what the heck you were thinking. You wore a pure white dress at my dad's funeral. That was a wedding dress, right? So we dressed to match your standards. Only you and your parents were dressed up and stood out so much. What's the meaning of all this? Kai even changed into a gloomy-looking suit from a tux. On top of it all, security guards barged in with you guys and stopped the wedding. I was dumbfounded. They came in because the hall was being used without permission. To get me and Kai divorced, you threatened your acquaintance who worked there and snuck in. I can't believe that you tried to marry your brother, even though you guys aren't blood related. It's way out of line and almost laughable. Don't you realize it's crazy to think it would work out? But I can't stand to think that he's taken by a plain Jane like you. Even about your dad's funeral, he didn't take my side. He wouldn't listen to me when I told him to divorce you. So I had no choice but to take him by force. He seemed enthusiastic about it until midway through. That was just an act. He just played along with you to make you pay for your sins. What sins? I haven't done anything wrong. Sure, your behavior at my dad's funeral was inappropriate, but it's not enough to report you to the authorities. But now, there's a clear charge of illegal entry into the venue. Look who's talking! You're acting so high and mighty after deceiving me. Kai's in on it too. This is awful. He took the toughest role for me. He agreed to do it because he felt responsible for the trouble you caused at the funeral. This scheme has been in progress for 3 months now. What do you mean? The pure white dress and extravagant tiara you wore at my dad's funeral, that was a wedding dress, right? It was a simple design compared to traditional dresses. But these days, many people opt for less poofy ones at weddings. Even if the design is unorthodox, anyone familiar with fabrics would know. How would you know that? I'm a designer. I'm an expert when it comes to fabric and style, so don't underestimate me. What? A plain face like yours? A designer? That can't be true. Only in your dreams. I don't know what you're confused with, but face doesn't matter for being a designer. I'm not a model, you know. Wait, isn't a model and a designer the same thing? What? Models walking in shows wear the clothes they designed, don't they? So only beautiful people can become designers. Well, most designers wear the clothes they designed and come out at the end of a fashion show. Generally, designers and models are different. Appearance doesn't matter to be a designer. Really? I didn't know that. I'm dumbfounded by your ignorance so much that I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, you've been oddly money hungry since my dad's funeral. You were collecting money for a wedding, right? But because I didn't give it to you, you took over the venue today and went ahead with an illegal guerrilla wedding. Considering the dress incident and your desire for money, I knew you planned to marry soon. But I never expected it to turn out like this. It's a surprise. You figured out my plans? Then why go through this complicated way? You should have stopped me sooner. The ceremony was botched midway, and now the hall is demanding compensation. They threatened to file charges against me if the full payment wasn't made. Even Kai told me not to talk to him again and blocked me on the phone. It's your fault. You and your entire dull family. Take responsibility. No, you should be the one to kneel and apologize. You promised to do so, right? I brought my dad's portrait. Kneel in front of it and apologize. What? Absolutely not! I refuse. You will kneel. I went through all this trouble, bringing the entire family here. Don't you understand why? What do you mean? I want to enjoy watching you distraught. You simply getting arrested would have been fine, but it would not have been enough for the furious relatives. The more you suffer, the happier they will be. And Dad will rest easier now. Why are you doing this? I said I'd get back at you, didn't I? Fine, I'll kneel, so give Kai back. He isn't yours. He's a stranger to you now. He's my brother, and he's supposed to be my husband. All of us, including Kai, will disassociate from you from now on. So, goodbye. She knelt before my relatives and Dad's portrait and apologized. She promised never to get involved with us again. However, the compensation for using the venue is a different matter. They sued her and demanded a hefty sum. She couldn't afford it and pleaded with her parents. The sheer amount and the seriousness of the situation pushed the limit of her normally kind father, and he finally exploded in anger. Her mother too couldn't keep quiet this time, and they both ended up giving cold shoulders to her. She's currently working day and night, struggling even to the point of losing weight to pay off the hefty debt.
Hugh, we're going on our honeymoon today. Where did you go this morning?
Give it a rest already. Why are you calling so early in the morning? I was sound asleep.
What? You were sleeping? Hugh, where are you?
Why should I tell you?
Because we're going on our honeymoon today. But when I woke up this morning, the guy who was supposed to be next to me was gone. I don't even see your luggage.
I'm already here.
What?
I left after you went to bed last night.
Huh? What do you mean?
I changed my plans and left before you, but you can leave today as planned. There's no hurry.
I'm a little confused. Why did you leave the day before by yourself?
It doesn't matter. We're going to have to spend every day with each other from now on. Just give me a little space while we're traveling.
You didn't even say anything to me before you left. Besides, you sound like you don't want to be with me.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that sometimes it's better to be apart than to be stuck together 24/7. It's more refreshing to be apart once in a while.
But it's our honeymoon. What's with going separately on your honeymoon?
It's okay if we just meet up here. It would be stifling to be together, all the way to the airport. So there you are. I'll meet you at the hotel, right?
I can't believe it's our honeymoon and I have to go alone.
You got to marry me, the next president of the company. Don't be so picky. I have no plans of becoming a plain old husband just because we're married.
What do you mean?
It means don't chain me down. I don't want to lose my freedom just because we're married. I don't want to be tied down by my wife.
Oh, really? If you want to be so free, you shouldn't have gotten married.
Marriage is necessary for status. It's easier to be trusted at work if you're married than if you're single.
Then why did you choose me?
I'm the next president of the company. I could have married a prettier, better-looking woman, but pretty women are too proud to marry. I chose you because you're just the right person.
What do you mean?
You may be ugly, but you're a good cook and a modest, family-oriented woman. I married you because I knew you'd tolerate me playing around a little.
That's a terrible thing to say. So you chose me so you could do anything you wanted.
Just don't complain about my every move. We're newlyweds, and you're being selfish about wanting to be with me. There's no reason for me to be married to you, you know?
Huh? Well, okay. I'm heading to the hotel now. Where do you want to meet up?
Anyway, call me when you get to the hotel. Then we'll think about it.
Okay, fine then. Hugh, I just arrived at the hotel. I'm about to check in. Where's your room?
I'm not telling you.
What?
I have another room at the hotel.
What? What do you mean? We're on our honeymoon and we're getting separate rooms?
You got a problem with that?
Not a problem, but I've never heard of newlyweds staying in separate rooms.
You know what? Don't force your common sense on me. I told you before, I'm a freedom-loving man. I like to spend time alone when I sleep.
You have a double room and you want to spend the night alone?
What's your point? Anyway, I've reserved another single room for you. You can stay there.
So we're splitting up for the night?
Tonight is free. I'll call you tomorrow when I'm ready.
You're with another woman now, right?
Huh?
I didn't tell you until now, but I actually knew that you're having an affair.
What?
You said you wanted to be alone when you were on the road. You were playing around with the person you were cheating on me with in the seat next to you, weren't you?
How the hell did you know about that? Don't tell me you've been watching me this whole time.
Sounds like I hit the bullseye. A friend of mine told me about you a few days ago. She saw you going to a hotel room with a young woman. She said you guys were holding hands without a care in the world. My friend was surprised.
What the hell? So you saw us?
Besides, when you're at home, you're always on your phone. You often went out alone at night. You're always acting so weird. But I wanted to believe you. I figured it was impossible for a newlywed to cheat. But now that you're sharing a room, she's with you, isn't she?
Well, there's no hiding it now. That's right. I'm traveling with her. When you're the next president of the company, you must have a mistress or two. I'm proud to be a male when I have a young, beautiful woman with me. With a plain, ugly woman like you, it just gets so boring.
So that's how you're going to turn the tables on me. If you're going to go that far, why did you plan the honeymoon? I wouldn't have come in the first place if I knew you were going to bring your fling.
Don't be mistaken. The honeymoon was just a formality.
Just a formality?
You're married and you're not even going on a honeymoon. I wouldn't look good as the next president of the company, would I? So I decided to keep it a honeymoon. I'm going to enjoy my trip to LA with my girlfriend.
Huh?
You should be thankful you married me, the next president of the company. After being brought up in a poor single-parent family, it's like becoming Cinderella.
Don't assume I was poor just because I was raised by my mother. I was able to do anything I wanted to since I was young. I even went to college.
Compared to me, the son of a CEO, you're poor as hell.
If you want to think that, go ahead.
But let me tell you something. Don't even think about getting a divorce just because I cheated on you. If you divorce me, you'll go back to being poor. You're going to be the wife of a company president. It's your job to put up with a little infidelity.
I see. Have fun with your girlfriend. I'll enjoy my trip.
That's what I'm talking about. You've got a good head on your shoulders, don't you? That's the kind of attitude befitting the wife of the next president of the company. I'm glad I married a smart woman. Well, I'll give you some attention when I feel like it. Just think of it as a solo trip this time and go sightseeing on your own.
Mr. Townsman, is this a good time?
Regina, long time no see. How have you been?
Yes, good. How are you, Mr. Townsman?
You call me that is too formal, so please stop it.
I'm sorry. I've been calling you that since I was a kid.
I know. I'm glad to hear from you. I don't care what you call me. By the way, what's going on?
My husband and I are on our honeymoon.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to LA. How's your trip? You having fun?
Well, there's a little problem.
What's wrong?
I'm afraid marrying him was a big mistake.
What's that? Hugh, the man you married, is going to follow in his father's footsteps and become president. I thought if you married him, your future would be secure.
At first, I thought so too, but...
It seems you've got a serious problem. Can you tell me in more detail?
It's not something I'm comfortable texting about, so can I call you later?
Okay, sure. I'm always good to go. I'll be waiting for your call.
Thank you.
Hey, Regina. Enjoying your solo trip?
Yes, thanks to you. I took a walk, had some tea, and just took it easy.
I see. I'm just relaxing on the beach with my girlfriend. I'm having a good time forgetting about everyday life. I'm gonna spend the night with her, by the way. Sorry you're gonna have to sleep alone.
So you're just gonna leave me alone for the whole trip?
Huh?
We haven't seen each other even once here, have we? We've stayed in separate hotel rooms the whole time. We haven't even been sightseeing together.
I don't care. You and I are going to have to live together for decades. I don't want to be with you when we're traveling too.
I thought you said that was just on the road.
I changed my mind. It's a trip after all. I wanted to spend it with a cute girl.
Then why bother planning a honeymoon at all?
Oh, stop nagging. I told you I'm a freedom-loving guy. If we're not on the road, it's hard to play around with my parents lurking around. I'll take the liberty of messing around while we're on our honeymoon. If you have a problem with that, go home alone.
I'm already home.
What?
I took the liberty of going home first while you were hanging out with your girlfriend.
You just left without even saying hi to me?
Why should I say hi to you?
We're married, for God's sake. If you were leaving, you should have said hello.
I don't even know where you are. How the hell am I supposed to say hello?
Why didn't you just text me?
I just texted you. You're gonna tell me to do whatever you want anyway. I'm just packing up my stuff and getting ready to move out.
Whoa, wait. You're not getting a divorce, are you?
Yes, of course. I'm not going to live with a husband who cheats on his wife on our honeymoon.
Are you insane? I'm the next president of the company. If you divorce me, you'll lose your position as wife of the president. Are you okay with that?
Mrs. President?
That's right. You go back to being poor. If you just hold out a little longer, you could be Mrs. President. It would be a waste of time if we divorced over something as trivial as an affair.
But you can't be the president, so I can't become Mrs. President, can I?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Your father, he's pissed at you.
My father? You met my dad?
After we got back from our trip, I went to give him and my mother-in-law some gifts. Then he asked me why I came home alone. I told him why, and he said, "My stupid son made an enemy of an important customer." Did you tell my father about the affair? I mean, when have I ever made an enemy of a client? I'm on vacation. You can't cause trouble with a business client. My father is a big client of yours.
Your father? You're from a single-parent family, aren't you?
Townsman Trading Corporation.
What?
You at least know his name, right?
Yes, I do. It's one of my company's clients.
My father is the president.
Wait. I'm not following you. Your father is the president?
My father is President Townsman of Townsman Corporation. Don't you think we look alike?
But your last name isn't Townsman.
That's right. My father and I are father and daughter, but my parents divorced, so I took my mother's name.
But if your parents divorced and your mother took you in, then you're no longer related to your father.
No, that's not true. I mean, they're divorced, but my mother and I still keep in touch with my father. It sounds like they broke up because of differences. It's not like either of them cheated on each other. My father paid good child support. He put me through college.
I can't believe you're the boss's daughter. So you weren't poor?
I wouldn't say I was poor, would you? You married the daughter of the president of a business partner. You cheated on her on your honeymoon. I wonder if my father would keep quiet if his precious daughter had to go through this.
Wait. I won't be fooled. Your father wasn't at the family reunion. He wasn't even at the wedding. You're really lying about your father being the boss of a business partner, aren't you?
My father is just trying to stay out of the public eye. If you doubt me, ask your father. Besides, I'm sure your father explained everything to you. That the president of Townsman Corporation is my father.
Now that you put it that way, I might have heard something like that, but there are so many clients I've forgotten. I'm just an ordinary employee. I haven't really gotten involved in management yet.
You're a pretty lax president-elect, aren't you? Of all the companies you do business with, my father's company is the most important. My father's company was an important business partner of yours. What would happen if they cut off business with you?
Well,
it would be inevitable that the company would suffer a great deal of damage.
So you're saying I'm responsible for that?
I'm sure you would be.
Give me a break.
I actually called my father while I was on vacation. My dad was appalled. It's like I married a prick who takes his mistress on our honeymoon.
Regina, I'm leaving right now.
Huh? What about her? Are you coming back together?
Just forget about her.
Oh, that's too bad. And you brought her all the way to LA.
I'll just leave her here. If something happens to the company because of me, I'm in huge trouble. Regina, where are you? Regina!
What are you doing so early in the morning? I'm at my parents' house.
I'm in a bad way.
What?
I got fired from my dad's company. He's been having problems with his clients because I caused a lot of damage to the company.
Well, there you go.
But it's not like they stopped doing business with us. Firing me is overreacting.
Is it?
I heard your father suggested it as a condition of doing business with us. They wanted them to fire a misogynist employee, and my father cut me off without giving it thought. I'm next in line.
I guess your father decided you weren't fit to be his heir.
What am I supposed to do now? I was about to become the next president. I can't believe they suddenly fired me.
Why don't you just look for a job?
I don't want to. I just got a cushy job at my parents' company. I was about to get the post of president. I can't do it, working for another company.
But you've been laid off. You have no other choice but to work somewhere else, right?
So Regina, you go and convince your father.
Huh?
I want you to ask him to rescind my dismissal.
I don't want to.
Why not? We're married, right?
We don't even know each other anymore.
Well,
I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. I'll be filing a claim for compensation as well.
alimony? You want me to pay?
Of course. You cheat on your wife with impunity. Did you think you could escape compensation?
But we had just got married and we were still on our honeymoon. Married life hadn't really started yet.
You're an idiot. Marriage is not like a company. There's no probationary period. We may have been newlyweds, but we were already married. If you commit adultery, you have to answer for it. And I have proof.
Proof?
In the middle of our honeymoon, you were kind enough to send me pictures of your affair with her. Selfies of you guys in the hotel playing around. Pictures of you on the beach. I saved them all as proof of your affair.
Oh no, I just wanted to enjoy my freedom a little bit.
When you're divorced and single, you'll have all the freedom you want. Well then, I'm going to work now. Good luck with your job search.
Wait, Regina! Regina, help me.
What now? I've already divorced you. Will you stop contacting me?
Can I borrow some money?
What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
It's a mess. The husband of the woman I cheated with also asked for compensation.
Oh, so she was married.
She told him she was going on a trip with friends. I thought he'd never find out. But when she came home from the trip, she told him.
You're such an idiot. You took her all the way to LA. She had to go home alone, so of course she was pissed off.
I got a certified letter yesterday. I don't have a job. I've paid you compensation and my savings is dried up. I have no more money to pay you. The only way I can pay him money is it going into debt and borrow it?
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't talk to me like I'm someone else. I'm in real trouble. You're still working, right? I'll pay you back later, I promise. Can you help me out a little?
I don't want to help you.
Why not?
I'm the one who wants to know. Why should I lend you money?
We were married.
We're divorced. We're strangers. Even more than that. You disrespected me, calling me ugly and poor. You cheated on me without a care. You made fun of me because I'm quiet. But if you think I'll listen to anything you say, you're wrong. I don't even want to look at you anymore.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry about before. I'm sorry I got carried away. Please, help me.
It's all your own fault. Take responsibility yourself.
Regina.
After that, my husband borrowed money and paid compensation to his lover's husband. Now he's working part-time jobs to pay off the debt. He's working day and night. He was evicted from the apartment where he lived with me because he couldn't pay the rent, and moved into his parents' house. However, my husband's father, outraged by the misdeeds on our honeymoon, kicked him out. Rumor has it that he is now living a homeless life, moving from internet cafe to internet cafe. As for me, after the divorce, I went back to my parents' house to live peacefully with my mother. I keep in touch with my father regularly and have meals with him. I ask him for advice about my work. And recently I started a relationship with a senior colleague at work with the intention of getting married. My previous marriage left me in a mess. I had planned to be alone for a while, but unlike my ex-husband, he is faithful and trustworthy. My father and mother are both convinced that he is the right man for me. I want to build a warm family with him who cares about me.
Ray, are you working late again today? What about dinner?
Huh? Stop bugging me. I told you not to call me at work.
Sorry about that. But for the past week, you've been working late without calling me. You come home late by taxi and tell me you don't need dinner. And when I didn't make it, you came home and yelled at me that you were hungry.
I know you're busy at work, but I don't want you to do that. I want you to call me and let me know if you need dinner and what time you'll be home.
How the hell am I supposed to know that? It depends on the work. If you're my wife, you should at least cook dinner and wait for your husband. If I don't eat, you can just eat at breakfast.
I do, but I don't eat that much in the morning. I just want you to let me know in advance. Why are you so mad at me?
Of course I'm mad. You called me, and now I'm losing all the motivation I had to get going. You're just a housewife who lounges around at home, and you're interrupting my work. I mean, give me a break. Who do you think feeds you?
Sorry. Well, I won't text you anymore. Ray, tell me if you need dinner and what time you'll be home. Just tell me when you're between projects.
I don't have time for that right now. That's the problem with full-time housewives lacking any common sense.
Sorry.
You're really pissing me off. You don't have to cook anymore.
What?
I'm not going back. Do you expect me to eat anything made by a bitchy wife? Who do you think you are questioning the head of the household? You should be ashamed of yourself, you piece of trash.
How dare you call me a piece of trash? But I understand. I'm not going to cook if you're not coming home. Good luck with your work.
Don't call me again.
Ray, I'm sorry. Can I talk to you for a minute? I have something important to tell you.
Huh? I told you not to contact me again, didn't I? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. It's really important. I know I'm interrupting your work, but I really need to talk to you.
I can't. I'm at work.
Well, then, will you come home today? I'll wait for you even if it's late at night.
I'm not coming home today either. I told you I'm busy.
You haven't come home for a week. Why don't you get in a better mood?
Shut up. What are you talking about? If you want to talk, just text it.
What the hell is that? You're being too cold. I told you I have something important to tell you.
I told you to hurry up and tell me. What a pain in the ass. I'm busy. I hope it's not something stupid.
Huh? You know, I've been saying I haven't been feeling well for the last 2 months.
Did you say something about that?
Why didn't you listen to me? I told you many times.
I don't know.
Well, okay, anyway. So yesterday I was in so much pain. I went to the doctor. Then I was told to go for a thorough examination. So, well,
What? What is it? Speak up.
Well, okay. It's like this. I've been told I have only 3 months to live.
What?
They found a tumor. I'm so shocked that I don't know what the doctors are talking about. The medical expenses are going to be enormous, and even then, there's no guarantee that it's going to work. The hospital I'm going to now can only give me symptomatic treatment, so I was told that I have only 3 months to live.
Seriously? Are they kidding?
I'd like to think it's a joke, but it doesn't seem real, and I think it's a dream, but it seems to be true. So the doctor asked me to come to the hospital with you next time.
I understand. I'll go with you. But I can't really get out of the work I'm doing right now, so I'll finish it as quickly as I can. Just give me 5 days.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Thanks, Ray. Ray, have you finished your work? Call me when you're done. I'll be waiting for you with your favorite fried chicken. We need to have a long talk at home. Oh, you're serious? That's hilarious. What? Ray, what's wrong? This isn't Ray. It's your sister, Grace. Huh? Grace? Why you? You don't know my new contact, do you? I mean, I thought I was texting Ray right now. Ray is sleeping next to me, right? Huh? He's sleeping so soundly that he doesn't seem to have noticed your message, so I replied on his behalf. What the hell's going on? You're really stupid, aren't you? Didn't you notice at all up to now? Ray has been giving you the cold shoulder about being busy with work all this time, but you didn't suspect him of cheating on you even once. You're so obtuse, it's hilarious. Huh? Cheating? You mean you and Ray were having an affair?
That's right. Ray, being busy with work, was all lie. He was really with me all the time. He hasn't been home even once this past week, has he? He was staying at my place the whole time. You have about 3 months to live, so he said he's going to stay at my place until you're gone.
Huh? What's that? Ray cheating with you? Are you kidding? He said he would go to the hospital with me. He was worried about me.
Why would he be worried about you? He said it would save him the trouble of getting a divorce and that he might get life insurance. He was so happy. He said he's going to marry me after you're gone.
No way.
Oh, I feel really sorry for you. Your husband got tired of you, cheated on you with your own sister, and now you only have 3 months to live.
You've got to be kidding me. Stealing someone's husband?
I'm not kidding. Isn't it worse to be stolen from? Well, anyway, Ray is getting married to me. We are going to have a gorgeous wedding when we get the insurance, so just disappear.
You're a piece of work, you know that? You've been like that for a long time, messing around with other people's boyfriends. That's why you got kicked out of our parents' house, and you still haven't learned your lesson.
Is it okay for you to go on like that? Your already short life will be even shorter. Well, I'd be more than happy if you went to the other side as soon as possible.
Don't be silly. Wake Ray up immediately and give him the phone.
Talking to him won't change anything. He hates you. We both agreed that we want you to go to the other side as soon as possible.
You stay out of it. Anyway, I'm going to talk to him one way or another. Ray, are you awake?
What the hell? Leave me alone.
Grace told me everything. When did you guys start having an affair? When did you guys meet? Did you know Grace was my sister?
Oh, shit. Grace really told you? Oh, that's too bad you found out now.
Are you going to admit it? About the affair? You've been coming home late for work. And the morning trips home and the nights out were all lies to meet up with her?
Yeah, that's right. I ran into Grace on my way home from work 6 months ago, and we hit it off and started dating. I didn't know she was your sister until afterwards, but she is so beautiful that you look nothing alike. She's so different from her ugly, gloomy sister.
You're the worst. Don't be an idiot. Were you two making a fool of me?
That's about right. You were clueless and trying to read me. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack from laughing so hard. And that thing about only having 3 months to live?
Why would you? What did I ever do to you?
Nothing to me. Oh, if I had to say one thing, it would be making me marry a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Huh?
I heard you were jealous of Grace and kicked her out of your parents' house. You and your parents got together and disowned her for nothing. She has outrageously toxic parents and a toxic sister. I married you without knowing what an insidious person you were. The worst disgrace in my life.
Huh? What's that? It's a lie that I kicked her out. It was her to begin with.
I don't want to hear your lame excuses. You're a scumbag for kicking out your own sister. I don't want you here. Getting sick is your punishment. Suck on that.
You're a piece of shit. You and her are just alike. You're disgusting. I'm getting a divorce.
Fine, I'll divorce you. Too bad I won't get your life insurance. I wonder why Grace told you first. Well, she's cute in a careless way. If I can divorce you quickly and marry Grace soon, so be it.
Enjoy your happiness while it lasts. I'll definitely make you regret it.
What can you do? You only have 3 months to live.
That's why I'm going to do it thoroughly. I don't want to go to heaven with any regrets. Prepare yourselves. You're both assholes. I'll put a curse on you.
Hey, Cheryl, give me some money now.
Huh? A new scam? I have no use for scammers, so goodbye.
This is no time for jokes. Grace is in danger. She said she wasn't feeling well, so I sent her to the hospital, and I don't know what's wrong, but her internal organs are damaged. She needs an organ transplant or she'll be bedridden.
but that's going to cost a lot of money.
Oh, wow. So?
What do you mean, so? So give me back the money I gave you. Register as a donor for your sister.
Even if you say it again, I won't understand. Why should I do that?
Because you're the only one. You're her sister, so you're the only one that might not be rejected for an organ transplant. Besides, you have a large sum of money.
By a sum of money, do you mean the compensation money that I hired a lawyer to charge you 2 months ago? And you want it back?
Shut up! Just hurry up and come to my house tomorrow. Sign the agreement. You've only got a few days to live. Give me the organ for your sister.
Who do you think you are? I don't owe you anything. And I'm not doing it for her either. I'm going to live to be 90, and I don't have any more of the compensation money. Why don't you, her husband, help her out?
Huh? What do you mean? You were told that you only had 3 months to live, right? And what do you mean there's no more money?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm cured.
What?
I took full advantage of the compensation money I got from you guys and got a referral to a hospital that can cure my disease. After surgery, hospitalization, and recuperation, it was like I was never sick at all.
Huh? You mean you're cured? What do you mean? I don't get it.
Do you understand my disease?
Wasn't it incurable?
Incurable diseases are not so common today. I said they found a tumor, right? I used my compensation money to have surgery to remove the tumor. I just got out of the hospital last week and I'm in rehab. They say I'll have no problems in the future and I won't have any side effects. I've used up all my compensation money, so I'm going to work hard from now on.
What? You're lying, right? No, then you have to help us even more.
Excuse me?
You got better with the money we gave you, right? Then it's like me and Grace saved you. Next time, it's your turn to help Grace, right?
Huh? What is this bonkers idiot misunderstanding? You said it was like you saved me. You abandoned your sick wife and switched. That's the exact opposite. Also, go look up the meaning of compensation money in the dictionary.
Grace is your sister. If she's your sister, you're supposed to help her.
She's not my sister. I've already broken ties with her. Besides, she deserved what she got, didn't she? That's the kind of life she's led.
She deserved it? How can you say that about Grace, who is suffering?
No, because, you know what? Do you know what made that woman sick in the first place?
What?
Did you hear the details of her illness? From the doctor directly, or from Grace?
No, I only heard roughly from Grace. She said she was born with a chronic illness that got worse.
A chronic illness she was born with? How is that possible when she was born so healthy? The cause of her illness is she's been having too many relationships with men.
What? Men?
She has always been very flamboyant in her relationships with men. Ever since high school, she has been seducing her classmates, seniors, juniors, and even teachers. She ran away from home and stayed with guys she met on social networking sites. She went to underground clubs and played around with multiple guys. For a while, she was a local celebrity, rumored to be dating gang members. My mother and I tried to talk to her many times, but to no avail. My boyfriend was also sleeping with her, and it was a real mess. So my parents and I couldn't take it anymore and kicked her out of the house. I don't know what she did after that, but well, I guess she went from one guy's house to another. Well, maybe it's all because of that. That's what made her sick.
Wait. That's not true. Grace said her parents abandoned her because she was sickly. She cried and said that you were jealous of her because she was prettier than you.
Wow, you must have been so moved by that kind of talk. She cried that she was the victim, and you bought it? What an idiot!
Because she was crying. She was crying because I was the only one on her side. Anyone would feel sorry for her.
That's funny. If crying was the only way to win, there would be no need for a trial. There are other guys besides you. She's been bragging about it on her social media accounts.
Lies. All lies. You're a liar. I don't believe you. Grace swore to be my wife and love only me. So there's no way in hell she's cheating on me with 3 other guys.
I don't know what you're talking about. A man who had an affair with his wife's sister?
That's...
Believe it or not, it's your choice. But for me, that's who my sister is.
Then why didn't you stop me?
Huh?
You knew Grace was that kind of girl, but you didn't stop me from marrying her.
Of course I didn't. When I heard you were planning to remarry Grace, I thought, oh shit. I had no obligation to help a fucking cheater, so I kept my mouth shut.
That's terrible.
I don't need a cheater to tell me that. I won't pay a dime or become a donor. For a woman who deserves to have her insides ripped out for playing with men. Do you have any idea how much trouble we went through because of her? You don't have to depend on me. You have 4 men, and if you all work together, you can at least make enough money to pay for the surgery. You just have to be patient and wait for the donor. Well, good luck.
Hey, how about we get back together after all?
Huh? Are you kidding?
I'm serious. I just want to talk. Just give me a few minutes, anytime you like. Come to think of it, I only have you. Grace played with me, and I lost sight of true love. But now I know how much you meant to me.
It seemed you have misunderstood, so I'm going to tell you, I don't love you anymore. Besides, just looking at you will make me sick again, so I'll pass. Don't ever bother me again. Goodbye.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Cheryl!
I had been a housewife, but after finishing rehabilitation, I started working. I enjoyed a life of freedom, free from any restrictions. Then I received the news that Grace had passed away. Ray found out about Grace's 4-way affair and her past deeds, so he abandoned her and disappeared somewhere. It seems that some of Grace's unfaithful partners remained with Grace, but they could not help her financially and could not find a donor. Later, one of the men who took care of Grace was furious at the men who abandoned her and went around looking for their whereabouts. Ray, who had moved out, was also found and beaten to a pulp.
Sis, you disappeared after the wedding ceremony ended. Aren't you coming to the reception? I want you to bless Masons in my happiness. Are you serious, Regina? What are you really up to? Taking over our wedding? Really? I didn't intend to take over, though. Aren't you the one trying to take over? As Mason's ex, you couldn't get over the breakup and showed up as the bride at my wedding. Quite the entrance at your sister's wedding, huh? What? I didn't get dumped. Today was our wedding day. I booked the venue myself, prepared for the ceremony, and paid the expenses. It was genuinely our wedding. But in the morning, you were wearing the wedding dress I arranged, and Mason said he'd marry you. What is even happening? Oh my God, it's so funny! I could see your despair, making it a memorable and amusing moment. That face, thinking about it makes me laugh. Maybe the funniest moment of my life. Sis, the dress was a bit big because you're fat, but it's a relief I managed to wear it. Stop kidding around. Thanks to you, it became the best wedding ever. Thank you so much, sis. I can't believe this. My head is spinning. You're always like this. You've always taken what's mine. When we were kids, it was toys, snacks, and allowance. In high school, you even took my boyfriend. That's why I cut ties with you and our parents, who were always on your side. Too bad, sis. Unfortunately, fat and boring sister like you is fated to dedicate everything to your cute sister like me. First of all, how did you know about my wedding? I made sure not to let anyone from my family know, so no one would interfere with my life again. I mean, I relocated to the other end of the country just to make sure, you know. I happened to have a fateful encounter with Mason, who was on a business trip to my hometown. I quickly realized that his fiancée was you. Mason is highly educated, has a high income, is tall and handsome. I thought he was too good for you. When was that? About a year ago, maybe? Mason and I got engaged only 6 months ago. Both you and Mason have betrayed me for so long. Not only betraying me, but also ruining my wedding. Taking over my wedding I organized and made it yours? Oh, it really makes me furious. You keep saying my wedding, but it's not your wedding. It's my wedding. Too bad. Today is my wedding. You're a loser dumped by Mason. Well, crying about it now won't change the fact that you got dumped. Mason chose me. I'm prettier and more likable than you. Mason even said he prefers me. A woman who got abandoned by such a perfect man should leave right away. I've had enough. So fine. Mason is all yours. What? You're giving up already? I'm not interested in a cheater anymore. Actually, I had some second thoughts about this marriage. Probably you saved my life. Trying to act tough, huh? Say whatever you want. So now that you are getting married to him, do you know about his family? Huh? What about Mason's family? Mason's father is a director of a major banking company. And his mom is a beautiful and graceful lady, right? Did you meet them in person? I've only seen pictures. So what? But just by looking at the pictures, I can tell they're good people. Besides, rich families usually have good personalities, you know. Maybe a poor woman like you wouldn't understand. A person who's 27 and still depending on their parents is saying what now? Well, I'm about to be Mason's wife soon. I'll become a wealthy, beautiful, and elegant wife. Oh, I see. Do as you please. It'd be nice if you could become a wealthy wife. Of course, I'm destined for it. I'm different from an ugly sister like you. A fat, 30-year-old woman, dumped by her fiancé, is heading straight for a lifetime of singlehood. Enjoy your single life, sis. It's much better to live alone than to be involved with trash like you. I'll be billing you for the venue fees and damages, though. You understand that, right? Yeah, whatever. If it means avoiding marrying a crappy old woman like you, I'll pay any amount. That's what Mason says. Both Mason and his dad are high-income wealthy people, so paying something like compensation to you, it's nothing for them. Well then, I won't hesitate to demand it. The rest, I'll communicate through a lawyer. Don't contact me ever again. I don't need to be told. I don't want to talk to a poor loser like you. Sis, help me. It's serious. I might die like this. I'm going to your place right now. Hide me, please. Hey, why aren't you responding? You're reading this, right? Please give me a reply. What? Weren't you the one who didn't want to talk to a poor loser? If you're talking about delaying your payment, I won't agree to it at all. Pay the full amount by the end of this month. Shut up! I can't believe you. You deceived me, didn't you? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. Mason's family is insane. Oh, you finally noticed. I warned you about it, right? Not listening to advice was your fault, wasn't it? You were talking about a director dad in a big bank and a graceful mom, right? They tricked me by their appearance. When I actually met them, turns out the father is a verbally abusive guy with outdated views on gender roles,
and he's got a drinking problem too. Moreover, he just works for a shady loan company with a name strikingly similar to a major bank company. The mom's all about manners, and she's really tough on me, like to a whole new level. Yesterday, she had me sit straight for a whole 10 hours, lecturing me how to be a well-mannered wife. If I lose my good posture even for a second, she will extend the lecturing time as punishment. When I said I wanted to live with Mason alone, I got slapped, and I was told not to talk back. This kind of bullying is unacceptable.
Aren't Mason and you destined to be together? Then why not accept his family too?
That's impossible. His mom keeps monitoring my every move, but I've been waiting for the perfect moment to escape this house. Tonight, Mason's mom is going out with friends. This is the only chance. I'm coming to your place, so please help me.
Huh? Why? No way.
Don't say that. We're sisters, aren't we? Let's help each other in times like this.
Help each other? When did you help me? Cheating with my fiancé and stealing him on the wedding day? What kind of help is that?
But as a result, you didn't end up marrying Mason, right? That means I helped you.
Well, yeah.
Right? So in return, help me now.
But I don't like your attitude, so I'm not going to help you.
What?
Besides, I cut ties with you and my parents, remember? I don't consider you my sister anymore.
Don't say that. Mason's job is busy, so he doesn't come home often. His dad gets drunk and causes trouble every day, and his mom bullies me every day. Sis, you are the only one I can rely on.
What? Mason's job is busy?
Yes.
That's weird. Mason's company should be in a slow period now. I see that after working hours, the office lights are off. There's no one working late.
What? Why do you know about that?
Didn't I mention it? My workplace is next to Mason's office. It's an office district. We often run into each other at the lunch spot. Actually, that's how our relationship developed.
Really? Me too.
What?
I also ran into Mason at a cafe near my home. We struck up a chat, and he came across as educated and well off. He even said, meeting a pretty girl like you during a work trip feels like fate. He approached me so passionately, and I was kinda into it. And when I found out he was engaged to you, well, we ended up staying at a hotel for a night.
Oh, I knew it.
What?
That's Mason's usual tactic. Ironically, both of us fell for that trick.
Huh? What do you mean?
After breaking off the engagement, I couldn't stand it. So I hired a private investigator to investigate Mason's background. And what came out was quite surprising. He made girlfriends in various places during his business trips. It seems he was juggling relationships with 7 different women.
7? Are you kidding me?
He did break up with some after getting engaged to me, but you and 1 other woman remained. Mason lied to you about being busy with work while meeting another woman.
Oh my God!
The place where that woman lives is quite far from here. He probably thought he wouldn't get caught even if he kept those relationships. Going to meet her would require time and money, so he used the excuse of being busy with work. Leaving you alone after getting married and going on dates with her? She must be quite important to him, huh?
That can't be true. You're definitely lying. You're just trying to deceive me because you're upset that Mason chose me, right?
To be honest, I was surprised too. Seriously, breaking up with that jerk was the right move.
He's the worst. It's all your fault that this happened. If you hadn't been with Mason, I would not be with him or taken over the wedding. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't change the facts. With a dad who's all about verbal abuse and a mom into bullying, he grew up in that mess. I used to think he was the exception, and he turning out okay despite that kind of parents. I guess he just pretended to be a decent guy before our engagement. And he works for a respectable company too. But that family, they were all similar. There's something wrong with that family. Oh no! Then what should I do? Being lectured every day? Redoing the cleaning multiple times? I'm yelled at and scolded and I can't take it anymore. Why don't you just run away to your parents' house? Mom and Dad love you so much that they'll hide you, right? I can't. I got kicked out of my parents' house. Really? That's surprising. Our parents have always loved you very much. They've been supporting you since I left home, even though you've been unemployed. And now, all of a sudden, they kicked you out? Well, I didn't know about this before, but Dad's cousin almost stole Mom from him when they were young. When he found out I had taken over your wedding and stole your fiancé, he got really mad. He told me never to come back to the house again. Isn't that awful? That sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to say. Our parents were a little on the sane side after all. So tonight, I'm running away to your house, okay? You'll help your cute sister, right? You know where I live? Of course I know where you live. When you were dating him, you two were practically living together. He told me where you live. Oh, I moved out of there. What? I knew that if you and Mason knew where I lived, it wouldn't be good for me. After I broke up with him, I moved out. Then give me your new address, please. Tonight is my only chance to get out of here. I don't want to. Why not? I'm glad about how my marriage turned out. But even without that, all you've ever thought about is stealing important things from me. You look down on me and make fun of me. I can't believe you're my sister, and I'm not going to help you. Don't say that. Then give me the proof of the affair that your private investigator found. Why? If I have proof of the affair, I can get a divorce too. No way. You two are destined for each other, right? Then be a good wife and do your best. No way could I be with a man who had 7 girlfriends. He must have said and done the same things to everyone. I guess so. Anyway, I need to get out of this house. Living in this place is driving me crazy. I won't bother my sister from now on. I'm serious. I'll start my life over as a new person. If you won't bother me, don't contact me anymore. I promise I won't bother you anymore. Just help me today. You're on your own. Oh, wait. What? I was packing to run away tonight. I think Mason's mom saw me. Oh my God, no way. She said she's not going out with her friends anymore. Of course. She'd notice if you were packing. Are you dumb? I have a lot of important things like clothes and accessories. You know, there's something really wrong with this family. What now? I told Mason's mom about the affair. She said a wife must forgive her husband's affairs with an open heart. That's terrible. Is it really your place to say such a thing? Mason was originally my fiancé, and you stole him from me. You took over my entire wedding ceremony and looked so happy. You got together at the end of the affair, so you have to forgive him too. No way! I didn't take him away from you for this to happen. If I took away a highly educated, well-paid, handsome man, I thought an elegant, wealthy lifestyle was waiting for me.
You got what you deserved, didn't you?
Hey sis, think about it. Both of us were victims of this cheater. Why are you so cold to me?
How can you call us the same victim? You stole my fiancé knowing that he was engaged to me. So for me, you are not the victim.
But that's terrible. If I don't do something about it, I'll be bullied at Mason's parents' house forever. And I'll go insane from the stress.
Don't worry. You are already insane. It won't make much difference now.
Oh no, I can't believe you, sis. It's all your fault. If you hadn't gone out with him, if you hadn't been engaged to him, none of this would have happened. Give me back my life.
You put your own life in jeopardy. You can rebuild it yourself.
Oh no.
Good luck. Regina seems to have confronted Mason about his affair and tried to get a divorce. However, Mason called all of his side chicks on the spot to break up with all of them and promised in front of Regina and his parents that he would never cheat on Regina ever again. That left Regina with no choice but to stay married to him. But she never gave up. Regina leaked Mason's affair to his workplace. Once again, she tried to divorce him, but her plan failed. Mason had to quit and change his job to a lower-paying one. Because of the drop in income, he was unable to pay the alimony and damages that I had charged them. In the end, he borrowed money from his father's shady loan company. Upon being told by Mason with a smile, "Let's work together as a team to repay it," Regina went crazy. She went on a rampage and tried to escape the house, but her in-laws and Mason seized her, and from then on, she lost hope of escaping from the crazy family.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Good evening, Kate. I'm Maria, Rick's fiancée. Can we chat now? Nice to meet you, Maria. I'm sorry to drop in on you like this. I wanted to get in touch with you directly, so I asked Rick to give me your WhatsApp ID. Don't worry, my brother told me I'd be hearing from you. What a pity we couldn't meet today. I'm sorry, it's a dinner of both our families and I couldn't attend. Well, it couldn't be helped. You're busy with work, aren't you? I really wanted to be there, but I had a meeting I couldn't miss. By the way, the reason I contacted you, I wanted to confirm something. What is it? Kate, I heard you only graduated from high school. Huh? Yes. Why didn't you go to college? Your brother Rick graduated from college. It's not like your parents didn't have money, right? Perhaps. Is it because you were not good at studying? No, it's not like that. I'm sure there are many reasons, but it's rare to only have a high school diploma nowadays, isn't it? I guess so. I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't feel the need to go to college. You may have heard about my family. Everyone in my family is highly educated. My grandparents, my parents, and of course me, all graduated from top universities. Oh, I see. Rick also graduated from a prestigious university, right? Yes, he did. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Yikes! I knew you poorly educated people are slow. Excuse me? Well, it's okay. You'll understand in time. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Kate, my wedding is coming up soon. Will you be there?
Of course.
You're still busy with work, right? Are you sure you'll be okay coming all the way to Paris?
Yes, I'm fine. It's your wedding. No matter how busy I am, I'll come.
Thank you, Kate. Ever since we decided to get married, I've been indebted to you for everything.
That's not true. It's just...
Yes?
You said you sent plane tickets to Paris to every guest to the wedding, right?
Yeah, I think we already made the flight and hotel arrangements.
Actually, I made my own arrangements for both.
What?
It looks like Mom and Dad got their tickets, but for some reason I didn't get them. Also, seems like no hotel reservations for me either.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Sorry. Maria said she'd take care of all the flight and hotel arrangements. I left it completely to her.
It's okay. I wish I'd known sooner, but I've been so busy with work that I forgot all about it.
Still, it's strange, isn't it? Did Maria misunderstand that you weren't coming?
I thought I replied the RSVP that I'm coming. Maria must have not wanted me to come.
That's not true. Maria said she was looking forward to meeting you.
Is that so?
What's up? Is there something that's bugging you?
No, it's nothing.
Well, it seems Maria was contacting you the other day. Did she say anything to you then?
She seemed to be concerned about my academic background.
Academic background?
She said it's rare to only have a high school diploma nowadays.
What's that? What do you mean?
I don't really understand either. I'll try not to worry too much about it. Anyway, I got a hotel and a plane. I'm looking forward to the day of the wedding.
That's great.
I'll have to go separately from Mom and Dad, though.
Are you going to be on time for the wedding?
The flight arrives in the morning of the day, so it'll be last minute. It's going to be a little hectic, but I've been to Paris many times for work, and I'm used to getting around the city, so I'll be fine.
I see. Unlike me, you go abroad all the time, but you'll have to let me cover the expenses. I'm really sorry for making you arrange it yourself.
That's okay, no big deal.
No way. I'm putting a burden on you. I suck as a brother.
Don't sweat it. Anyway, it's been 2 years since I've seen you.
That's right.
I've been away for work. I even missed the dinner with Maria's family.
Don't worry about it. Her parents understand why you are so busy.
When I see them on the wedding day, I'll make sure to greet them politely.
Great. Can't wait to see you.
Hi, Kate. I heard from Rick that you arranged your own flight and hotel. Yes, I guess there was some kind of mistake and mine wasn't booked. But I'm glad I made it in time. I just arrived at the venue. Oh, you really came to the venue? Yes, I did. You shocked me. What? What brings you to Paris for a wedding? Wait, what? To celebrate Rick and your marriage. The only people I invited to the wedding this time are family members. I know. That's why I, as Rick's sister, will be participating in the ceremony. As I'm saying, I told you that only family members were invited. Yes? We didn't even invite our friends this time. How dare you try to join my family? Are you trying to say I'm not family? You know, I think I told you before. We come from a highly educated family. If you, a mere high school graduate, came into our family like that, you'd be overwhelmed. Really? You'd lower my family's prestige. I see. A college graduate and a high school graduate are different kinds of people. I mean, you're a stranger. You're the only one I didn't invite for today. Are you saying that only my plane ticket and hotel weren't prepared? I just wasn't planning to prepare them from the beginning. I can't believe that you would arrange by yourself
and even come to Paris. It's beyond me. Oh, I knew it. Maybe because you only graduated from high school and didn't study properly, you haven't learned any common sense. With such an insane sister, even Rick would want nothing to do with you. Excuse me? Are you saying that my brother thinks the same way as you? That I'm not family? Of course! When he proposed to me, he said, "You are the most important person in my life." In other words, you are no longer important to him, right? Just leave us alone. No, that's a really twisted interpretation of his proposal, don't you think? I've never heard such things as cutting off siblings just because you got married. Shut up! Anyway, you are a stranger. Of course, we didn't even save a seat for you. Please go back to LA as soon as possible. Okay, fine. From now on, we're strangers, right? Yep. That's what I've been saying for a while now. I see. Well, then, since I've come all the way to Paris, I'll do a little work and go home. What? Work? Oh, you mean you'll go back to your hotel and work remotely? You're still a workaholic, aren't you? I'm not working remotely. What? I'm done with you. Goodbye.
Maria, I can't see you at all. Where are you now? I got a call from the airport that you've arrived, and you're already at the ceremony, right?
Rick, I'm sorry, but I probably won't be able to attend the wedding.
Why? Don't tell me you had an accident on the way here.
I went to the ceremony, but there was no seat for me.
What? But you came all the way to Paris. How come? I mean, what do you mean there was no seat for you?
Have you heard anything from Maria yet?
What about her?
Maria didn't arrange my flight and hotel. She didn't want me to come from the beginning.
What the heck?
She said I'm not family. I'm a stranger.
What the hell is that? She doesn't consider you as family?
I guess so. She told me to go back to LA as soon as possible.
But you are my sister.
I've come all the way to Paris, so I'm going to work and go home. Ask Maria about the details, and then you yourself can decide what you want to do in the future.
Got it. I have no idea what's going on, but anyway, I'll ask Maria. Maria, what are you doing now?
I'm in the waiting room putting the finishing touches on my makeup. I hope you're looking forward to seeing me in my wedding dress.
I have a question for you.
What is it?
I just got off the phone with Kate. Kate said she won't be attending the ceremony.
Oh, that? She's so out of line.
What?
I already said from the beginning that today's ceremony is only for family. I can't believe she went to the trouble of arranging her own flight and hotel and came all the way to Paris even though she wasn't invited. Well, I made it clear that I didn't want her to attend, so there's no seat for her when she comes. She seriously has no common sense to try to attend the ceremony when she's not even family.
Which one of you has no common sense?
What do you mean?
Kate is my sister. What the hell were you thinking, making my sister absent without my permission?
It's because Kate isn't family.
Why do you insist that Kate isn't family?
Because Kate only graduated from high school. Everyone in my family is highly educated. Even you graduated from a top university. I can't accept Kate as a member of our family.
You sent Kate home for such a stupid reason? What's wrong with a high school graduate? Is education really that important?
After all, education is everything, right? A high school graduate is so stupid, I don't believe we're the same level. That's why it's a good thing you cut Kate off, Rick.
What the heck? I don't remember cutting myself off from Kate.
Because you told me that I'm the most important person in the world to you. In other words, Kate is not important to you, right?
You are crazy to interpret it that way.
What? You're kidding me.
I'm disappointed you twisted my proposal in such a way. Maria, you've done a terrible thing.
What do you mean?
I'll be in touch soon.
Rick? Hey, Rick! It's already past the ceremony time. Where did you go? And I can't find my relatives anywhere.
They're gathered in the lobby with me and my relatives.
What? Why?
To discuss.
Discuss?
Maria, cancel the wedding.
What?
We're breaking off the engagement.
What?
I have both parents look at the WhatsApp together just now. They all agreed with my decision.
Why?
You don't know why?
I have to hear the reasons to be convinced.
Because you tried to exclude my sister, my precious family member, from the wedding today.
What do you mean?
Disrespecting people based on their educational background is disgusting. My parents and your parents, they all thought the same way I did.
What the heck? You're saying it's okay to have a high school graduate in the family?
You still say that?
Besides, we came all the way to Paris to get married at a fancy place. If a low-educated person from the bottom of the hierarchy participates, the ceremony will be tainted.
You really are beyond repair to insult Kate like that.
Because it's the truth. I mean, she didn't have to come all the way to Paris if she doesn't have any money. She must have been craving for Paris.
I told you this before. The reason we were able to rent this wedding hall at a lower price than usual is thanks to Kate.
Wait, what?
You do indeed know that Kate runs an apparel company, right?
What? Kate is the CEO of the company?
Didn't you listen to me at all?
Because Kate graduated from high school. I thought she was working for a small company for minimum wages.
Enough of that prejudice. Your imagination is effed up. Kate graduated high school and started her own business. She's making many times what I'm making now.
You're kidding!
Kate leaves the domestic stores to her employees, travels the world on her own to search for suppliers. Paris is no exception. Thanks to the connections she made, she was able to get us this wedding venue at a discount, since we're Kate's relatives.
Huh?
You know, the reason we decided to have the wedding in Paris in the first place. You insisted on getting married abroad. I want to go to Europe for our honeymoon. I want to have the wedding in Europe. That's what you said, right? But I've hardly ever been overseas. I talked to Kate about it, and she was willing to help me find a place for the wedding. But you kicked Kate out of the wedding.
Rick?
So of course, the ceremony is cancelled, and I'll have to cancel our engagement as well.
Wait a minute. We came all the way to Paris and you're canceling the ceremony?
Of course. How can I have a wedding if I'm not going to marry you?
I'm not breaking off our engagement for sure. You told me that I was the most important thing in the world to you. Were those words a lie?
I didn't know your true nature at the time, but now I do. I won't marry someone who makes fun of my precious sister.
It's not my fault. I didn't know Kate was the CEO.
If she wasn't the CEO, would it be okay to make fun of her because of her education?
Wait, let's discuss this properly between the two of us.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to see your face right now. We'll have a proper discussion once we're in LA.
Oh no.
I'm going to arrange separate accommodations for you and me. We'll stay separately until we get back to LA.
Huh? We're not staying in the same hotel?
I don't want to be in the same room.
We're going to be husband and wife, and it's terrible to be separated.
We're not going to be a couple. Okay then.
Oh no, wait!
I'm not waiting.
Rick!
Goodbye.
Kate, please, come back to the ceremony now. You can attend the ceremony. If you don't, he'll break off the engagement. I'll treat you as one of my family members. That way, everything will be all right, and today's wedding won't have to be cancelled. Kate!
Kate, I've called off the wedding.
I see. You called it off after all. Did Maria agree?
She didn't understand the cause and seemed unhappy about it. But I got both parents to agree to call off the engagement.
I see.
Everyone was shocked. Maria's parents never looked down on anyone because of their education. I don't know why she turned out the way she did.
I know. I never thought she'd harass me like that for having a high school diploma.
Well, Maria's mother said Maria got into a famous university, but her job hunting didn't go well, and she couldn't get the job she wanted. I think she's just clinging to her academic background.
I see. That's why she got so mad and made fun of me.
I'm really sorry. You came all the way to Paris and she made you feel terrible.
Well, it's just like I came here to work as well. Don't worry about it, Rick.
You're still a very active CEO.
Oh, wait a minute. I just noticed. I'm getting endless messages from Maria.
What's she saying?
She wants me to come back to the wedding.
Damn, she's not giving up.
It's like she thinks it'll all go away if I go to the wedding.
Sorry, you don't have to deal with her anymore. You can block her if you want. The engagement will be officially called off when I get back to LA, but you don't need to be involved with Maria anymore.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, I wonder if you'll need a lawyer to break off the engagement?
Well, it's going to be very complicated. I think I should have a lawyer come in between us.
Want me to introduce someone through my company's legal counsel?
That will be helpful. Can I ask you to do that?
Okay, I'll call them later.
Thank you very much. By the way, Kate, are you free tonight? I was wondering if you'd like to have dinner with Mom and Dad.
Sure. It's nice to get together as a family for the first time in a while.
Okay, I'll call you later.
Okay. While I was in Paris, Maria contacted me several times. I ignored it as my brother told me to. She was too persistent, so I blocked her. After returning to LA, my brother and Maria broke off their engagement. It seems that there was some discussion about compensation fee and so on. In the end, it was decided that Maria would pay all the expenses for the wedding. Even so, Maria was not satisfied. She stormed into Rick's workplace, going AWOL from work. She came at him like a demon, demanding that they get back together. The police were immediately called and she was taken care of by the police. Eventually, Maria was fired from her job. She became emotionally unstable, withdrew to her parents' house, and began a life of shut-in. However, her parents soon kicked her out. She now lives in a small, shabby apartment and working part-time jobs to make ends meet. As for me, there was a man I started dating around the time Rick's marriage was finalized. He finally proposed to me the other day. My parents, as well as my brother, are as happy about my marriage as if it were their own. Until now, my life has been centered around work. From now on, I would like to spend more time with my family.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
You okay, Mindy?
Oh, hon, I broke my leg. It's pretty serious.
That's awful. How's the pain?
The painkillers are helping, but not being able to move is annoying.
You fell down the stairs at the wedding and had to be rushed to the hospital. I wanted to come with you, but had to handle the guests. I'm sorry I couldn't be there.
It's okay. I'm the one who should apologize. Our wedding got interrupted because of me.
Don't worry about it. But how did you fall down the stairs?
I'm not sure. It all happened so quickly. I was in shock and don't really remember.
It was good the staff called paramedics right away. All the guests were worried too.
Hun, I'm sorry the wedding got ruined. And now, we can't go on our honeymoon tomorrow either.
Don't worry about that. We can go on a trip anytime. What's important is your health.
Thank you, hun. But it's so frustrating. It was supposed to be our special day. And I was so looking forward to the honeymoon.
I'm bummed too, but the most important thing is for you to get better.
Yeah, you're right.
You need to rest and recover.
Thank you, honey.
Don't mention it. I'll be here to support you, so don't worry.
I'm so lucky. Having you by my side means everything to me.
That makes me happy to hear.
I'll do my best to recover quickly.
Hey, no need to push yourself. You always work so hard at your job and home. At least while you're injured, take it easy.
But...
Don't worry about anything else. Just focus on getting better.
Okay. Love you.
How are you feeling, hon?
Not so great. The doctor said I need surgery.
Surgery? Oh, that's serious.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was this bad either.
I see. So you'll have to stay in the hospital for a while, right?
Yeah. They said I might be in for about a week. And with rehab, it could take months to fully recover.
Oh, that's a long time. But getting better is the most important thing.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
It's still surprising that you fell down the stairs. You've always been so athletic. Was it the wedding dress and high heels?
Maybe. But now that I think about it, I feel like I was pushed from behind.
Pushed?
Yeah, I didn't have time to look back, so I don't know who it was.
Oh, that must be your imagination. Who would push a bride down the stairs? Maybe someone just accidentally bumped into you. Anyway, this might actually be a good thing.
Good? How?
Well, my mom...
Yes?
She's been wanting to go to Hawaii with me for a while.
Hawaii? With you? Today was supposed to be the start of our honeymoon.
I know. I have been telling her that our honeymoon was more important. But now that you're in the hospital, we can go, right? So, I'm going with her.
What? Are you going now?
Yes, now. She's already packed for me and booked the flight.
Wait, you mean she's been prepared for this?
Yeah, she was planning this just in case. If we had gone on the honeymoon, she'd have had to cancel. Now she doesn't have to. She's kind of lucky, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. What about me? I'm in the hospital.
Oh, you'll be fine. The nurses and doctors are there for you. And the wedding is basically over.
Over? I was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. And I'm about to have surgery. I'm scared. I need you here.
I want to be with you, but I can't leave Mom to go alone. I'm not a doctor. There's nothing I can do to help you.
That's not the point.
Anyway, the trip is set. She hasn't traveled since Dad passed away. This is a great chance to be a good son. You're stuck in the hospital with a serious injury, so I'll go enjoy my vacation with Mom.
Are you seriously leaving me? This is outrageous.
No, it's not. Mom wants to go, and this is a perfect opportunity.
Ugh, I can't believe you. Your priorities are all wrong.
I'll bring you back a souvenir, so listen to the doctors and focus on your recovery. Okay, I'm off.
Wait, Oscar? Mindy, how's your leg? Both my leg and my mood are terrible. I can imagine. You slipped on the stairs, broke your leg, and the wedding got interrupted. Yes, but also, you're going to Hawaii with Oscar, huh? Yes, so? Listen, Pam, I have to say that's extremely inappropriate. Inappropriate? Me? I know you've never been thrilled about my marriage to Oscar, but this? Planning a trip to Hawaii with him on his honeymoon day is just too much. When I plan my trips is none of your business. Stop complaining. You knew it was a departure day for our honeymoon. It's almost time to board. Bye. Pam?
Honey, how's the hospital treating you? Is your surgery today? Sorry, I'm having such a great time in Hawaii that I forgot when it was. We're having a blast here. We went straight to the beach when we arrived. The white sand and blue sea looked like paradise. The water was so clear, you could see the fish swimming. Then Mom and I went snorkeling and enjoyed seeing the colorful fish. Mom picked a great place. The hotel we're staying at is amazing. It's an ocean view room, and the scenery from the balcony is breathtaking. We were both in awe when we entered the room. In the evening, we watched the sunset on the beach. The orange sun sinking into the horizon was like a beautiful painting. So romantic. You'd love it here. We had lunch at a fancy restaurant today. We enjoyed amazing seafood on a terrace with a sea view. I wonder what you're eating at the hospital. Anyway, we'll have fun for you too. Good luck with your surgery!
Aloha, Mindy. Hawaii is just amazing. I've been here a few times, but it's always so wonderful. Oh, I remember you said you've never been. Oscar hadn't either. But it's fine if his first time is with his mom, right? Everything here is just perfect. The hotel is luxurious, the sea is beautiful, and the sunset is stunning. You love it. We had lunch at a fancy restaurant today. The lobster was especially delicious, and I took so many pictures. The dessert was also fantastic. A pineapple tart was out of this world. I'd send you the pictures, but it might be too much for you to see while you're in the hospital. And then we went shopping. We picked out some Hawaiian jewelry and souvenirs at the local market. It was so much fun. We also went on a sunset cruise, and the view from the boat was incredible. We spent a relaxing time listening to the waves. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm bragging too much. It's almost like we're on a honeymoon. But since you're stuck in bed with a broken leg, there's nothing you can do, right? I'll bring you lots of souvenirs, so look forward to it.
I'm back, honey. I want to give you the souvenirs. But are you still in the hospital? Mom and I just got home. We're relaxing while looking at the pictures we took in Hawaii. It was such a great time. Hawaii is amazing. And going with Mom for my first trip there was the best. You should go someday. Maybe we can change our postponed honeymoon to Hawaii? Come on, honey. I'm letting you know we got back safely. Are you ignoring me? Hello? Why are you sulking? At least reply. Are you mad because I went to Hawaii with Mom and left you behind? You're the one who fell and got hospitalized. It's not my fault, so don't take it out on me.
Welcome back.
Oh, finally.
Well, I'm going to the police now.
For what? Why the police?
I found out your mom pushed me down the stairs. So, I'm filing a report.
What?
She came up behind me near the stairs and pushed my back, causing me to fall.
Mom? That can't be.
I didn't want to believe it either. But looking back, your mom was sticking close to me before the ceremony.
Are you sure?
When I reached the stairs, she suddenly stood behind me and pushed me hard. I lost my balance and fell down the stairs.
Wait a minute. Do you have any proof she did that?
Yes, that's why I'm going to the police.
Hold on. Let me talk to her.
Mindy, I heard from Oscar. You're planning to go to the police? Yes. I realized you were the one who pushed me down the stairs. What are you talking about? That's a false accusation. You just slipped and fell. I didn't do anything. Oh, I see. You're jealous of me, aren't you? You're trying to frame me because Oscar and I are close. I'm not jealous of you. Besides, you don't have any proof. You're a troublesome daughter-in-law, blaming your own carelessness on me. I have proof. You do? The venue had a camera by the stairs. It captured everything clearly. A camera? Oh, I had no clue. It's part of their safety measures. Especially during events with many people, there can be accidents or issues. But filing a police report over this is way out of line. Out of line? My life was put in danger, so going to the police is the right thing to do. But you're making your husband's mother a criminal. That's outrageous. Pushing your son's wife down the stairs is far more outrageous. I might have gone too far, but going to the police is unnecessary. I've made up my mind. This is a serious crime. Wait, Mindy!
Honey, please, don't go to the police. We don't know for sure that Mom did it.
Are you still saying that?
It could have been someone else who pushed you.
I told you, we have proof. The security camera clearly shows your mom pushing me.
But she wouldn't do something like that. She's a kind person. You must be mistaken. There's a possibility that the footage was tampered with. Can you really trust it? Even if she did push you, there must have been a good reason. I won't leave her. No matter what, I'm on her side.
Fine. I'm definitely going to the police.
Why?
And I'm divorcing you.
What the heck?
Mindy! You're going too far. It wasn't a serious injury, so it's not a big deal, right? Going to the police and filing a report is over the top. Not a big deal? I broke my leg and needed surgery. That's nothing. You're young, you'll heal quickly. I still felt my life was in danger. I can't believe you're treating your husband's mother like this. You're not suitable for Oscar. Pam, why do you hate me so much? Because you took him away from me. He's my son and my support. I can't let someone like you take him away. That doesn't justify violence. You brought this on yourself. You kept provoking me. And now you're talking about divorce? Don't be ridiculous. I've reached my limit. As a daughter-in-law, how dare you treat me like this? Your actions have ruined everything. Me? Ruined everything? That's a joke. You seduced Oscar in the first place. I have nothing more to say. Wait, Mindy?
Mindy? Because of you, Mom and I are having the worst time ever. Every day is hell now. Do you have any idea how it feels? Because of the report you filed, Mom, I have to pay the settlement money, divorce you, and I'm going to lose all my savings. And now, everyone at work knows what happened. I can't stand the way they look at me anymore. Mom gets cold stares from the neighbors too. When she goes to the supermarket, the staff and other customers whisper. When we go out, everyone avoids us. I can't take this life anymore. Mom cries every day, and I don't know what to do. I had to quit my job. Now I'm taking care of her and managing the household. It's really tough. We have nothing left. I want to get back together with you. That would make things better for us. You still love me, right? Mom would calm down if we made up. You should appreciate my kindness for forgiving you and wanting to get back together. Mom's sorry and promises never to do anything like that again. I have no one but you. You have no one but me. So please, honey, reply. Fine. If you're going to ignore me, I'll come talk to you in person. You're at your parents' house, right? I'm coming over now, so wait for me. Where are you, Mindy? I'm at your parents' house. Why is it empty? Why is it up for sale? Where have you gone?
I moved.
What? You moved?
I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Where did you go? Tell me.
I won't. We're done.
Mindy, please, tell me where you are. Are you still that angry? Alright, you'll see this message eventually, so let me express my love for you. I love you. You love me too, right? Your smile lights up my heart like the sun, and being with you makes time stop because I'm so happy. You're my destiny. Meeting you was a miracle. Thinking about you makes my heart ache, but that's because I love you. You're everything to me. I can't live without you. I want to live with you and Mom in the same house after we get married. It would make her happy. I want to depend on you like I do with my mom. You're my second mother. So let's start over. Let's talk about our deep, eternal love. Let's spread our wings towards a bright future, and together with you and my beautiful pure mom, we'll find happiness.
Ew.
Ew?
That's so creepy. Ugh, disgusting.
What do you mean?
It gave me chills. What's that creepy poem? You might need to see a doctor.
A doctor? Why? Those are Mom's loving words. Wait, what?
Get lost.
No, wait. I thought it would resonate with you. Wait, am I blocked? Mindy, hey!
I blocked Oscar and Pam, intending to cut off all contact. However, an incredible incident occurred afterward. One day, Oscar saw a photo of me with a man on social media. He became furious, thinking, how could she do this while she has me? And stormed into my workplace. The photo was from a company trip, and the man was just a colleague. He mistakenly thought I was on a date with a new boyfriend. He caused a huge scene at the office and was taken away by the police. Additionally, he damaged company property while causing the disturbance and was sued for damages. Having recently lost his job and already struggling to support his mother, he now has to pay for the damages on top. He's currently working multiple part-time jobs to make ends meet, and Pam has recently started working as well. According to gossip, they both look considerably worn out and aged significantly. But honestly, I don't care what happens to them. I hope they manage to get by together. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.